Hello and welcome, one and all, to Mayhem Gaming. That's not gonna be how I introduce this game from now on. Because I just choked on my own spit. I'm Flight the DM. You know the gang. You know the things that you need to subscribe to and join and all of that jazzy jazz. We'll put a link collection in the chat for you all. But before I move on to just starting this game, does anyone have anything to say in the group? No? Oh, you may have noticed where once there was a crazy gamer lady, there is now an Ariana Jackman whose name is not actually appearing on the game thing, so I need to edit that. But welcome.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Ariana.
I'm Ariana. You might recognize me from Erectium Rising, where I play Cat. What else? That's my least favorite question because I never know what to say.
That's enough. I'd just like to I've fixed that now, thank you. For pointing it out to me, Thord. Very warm welcome to you. Triss will not be in today's game. She's unfortunately without internet, but we are very sad about that. But we'll persevere, onwards and upwards and outwards and sideways and possibly also backwards. Yeah. Anyway, on to the game, shall we? So, the gang at the end of last session had all decided to go their ways to bed. Ariana.
Hi.
Hi. You got on this ship from your home floating country world thing. As with both as little and as much fanfare as your family could do. There wasn't a party, but there was a send-off. You have the cheapest ticket. You're in one of the chairs in the second lowest part of the ship. And you're on your second of what you have been told is possibly going to be a 4-day journey. So, you're not really expecting much of the ship trip itself. This is just getting you to the next place to start something. However, as you're sitting in your chair, kind of bored out of your mind, someone throws a cloak on you. What would you like to do?
Hello.
No response. You just have a cloak on you.
Take the cloak off.
You roll me a perception check.
Oh, okay. Come on, dice. Oh, that's an unnatural 20.
You see someone, possibly about 5'11", 6 foot, weaving their way through the crowd, away from you. You can tell by the angle which they're walking away, that this is the person that threw their coat on you, cloak, jacket thing. They threw fabric on you, and they don't seem to be like, oh, it was an accident, I put it on the wrong chair. They seem to be discarding it and booking it.
Do you want your... No. I would like to rage.
Are you
This
trying
is
to communicate with someone when you say that?
no, I'm saying it to myself.
Okay.
And then I take out a notebook and I make a note and I say, well, I guess this is mine now.
Yes, you now have a cloak with a tear at the very bottom of it. Just fabric that has clearly been ripped off, but the rest of it is very nice quality. It's of a deep blue color. There doesn't seem to be any particular standout particulars of it.
Being mistaken as a coat rack. Indifferent.
As you write this down, you see another person. This time a tabaxi in the doorway that that leads to the stairs that go up to the further part of the ship. They seem to be looking around, but they don't notice anything and disappear again. Possibly this person is looking for the person that you just saw run away, but you don't know. Nothing really happens again until the ship starts shifting. Every so often, you feel a random jolt as it seems like the magic which is powering this ship just stops. You've not been on a ship this big before, but you know that this is wrong, that this is happening. So, as this is happening, you're kind of like, this is bad. I don't know what's happening. Nothing's really seeming to fix it. There's no announcements or anything. Then nothing seems to be happening. Next. After a while, they do seem to stop. You don't know if it's going to happen again, but you've still got this cloak. You've still got your chair, but it's getting close to mealtime and you're a bit peckish. Do you want to head up to the kitchens? The dining hall?
Yes.
Okay. As you're heading up, you see in the kitchens a group of people, all very short aside from one of them. And amongst them you see the tabaxi that you saw earlier. Before you can get to the tabaxi, if you want to, she disappears. But part of the group is still milling about, clearly, like, finishing up their meal, about to head to bed. You've got another shorter tabaxi-like person, a humanoidish person, and I've forgotten what race Eleonora is, so whatever race her is.
Very rare in these parts.
What race is her is?
Yes.
No, that was a question I was asking. What race is Eleonora?
She's an Asimar.
Okay, and another humanoidish looking person. The tallest of the group there. What would you like to do, Heather?
A one.
Are they like near the food?
They're near a table, so that they seem to have been finishing off their food.
I'm just gonna kind of go around them.
Okay. So just ignoring.
Just keeping my eye on them, but like not engaging.
Lovely. Eleonora, Jaina, Remy, can you please all roll perception checks for me?
I can certainly attempt.
Gladly.
Oh, as an aside, Heather,
Yeah.
are you wearing the cloak that was thrown on you?
I don't think I'm wearing it, but I think it's in my arms.
Okay, cool.
Definitely not in my bag.
9 for Jaina.
9 for Jaina. Remy, what'd you roll?
Actually the same, and
Eleonora, save us, please. What did you
yes,
roll?
please save us.
You rolled the same?
No, that's not. I'm not going to save them. Because the dice fell out of my hand before I was ready to roll and landed on a 1. So she's listen. Eleanor's had a long day.
It's been long
Based on the last episode's
day.
events.
Look, I'll fucking manufacture
My real
some
dice
shit.
betrayed me.
Jaina and Remy, you notice a person looking lonely and kind of glancing at your group.
Would this be the same meal that we were having when I was also celebrating?
Yes, this is the same mealtime.
Oh no.
It's a continuous thing in the kitchens. So yes, you are a little bit smashed.
Oh joy. Well. Are they really particularly looking like alone and like
They are
like
alone
solid?
and they are looking at you guys. If you'd rolled higher, there was other things that I wanted you all to fucking notice. but you get a lonely chick glancing at your group. That's what you fucking get.
This is why we need Triss.
This is what we have
Yep.
a Triss for. For noticing shit.
God, Chris not being here. I hope she's watching. God dang it.
Well, she'll watch it on YouTube later. Hey guys, if you don't get to watch the full episode, remember we're on YouTube. Yeah, promotions throughout the game. I forgot what I was saying. You guys notice a lonely woman.
I lean
When-
over.
Notice nothing.
Yeah, Eleonora's just kind of
I-
packing up her
Need in
stuff.
front of me. Just
I lean over to Jaina, and Jaina, do you notice the individual looking at us at the table, all alone?
Why, yes, I
Oh wait,
do.
what is it? What does this particular individual look like to me?
Ariana, would you like to describe Heather?
So, you see a humanoid. She's about 5'5". She's got long white hair, little space buns, and then 2 streaks of red right in the front. She has like a white corset top on, leather pants, and like a bright flame red cowl with a hood. She's got a belt with some daggers and a whip and some combat boots.
And also carrying a cloak that you notice
Yes.
nothing about at all, despite the fact that that would be very helpful if you did notice some shit about that, but that's okay.
I'm a bit smashed at the time.
Yes, you are a bit smashed, so that's fair enough.
I'm just perpetually distracted. You know this.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Just got
Hey, distraction.
Oh, don't bring the chickle into it.
Yeah,
Not again.
Speaking of the one who is a distraction at all times, he is face deep in one of the pieces of food you gave him.
Oh, that's right. I gave him more pie. I forgot. I'm just
Like
going to
full,
leave there.
like competitive pie eating kind of face in pie.
I will just reach out a finger and just pet his head as Leandris attempts to become one of the pie. Yes, she does look
Sorry,
very
I'm muted.
alone, and that she is glancing at us. Why is this important?
Well, I feel that we're having fine merrymaking, and I feel that we should include others, as it were. Do you feel I'm maybe being too forward about it?
How do you
I'm
make
sorry,
merry?
what?
Are you not just merry? How does one? Is it like cooking?
Oh God, I wish I could hear that voice right now. Oh God, I wish I could.
Cooking merry, merry cooking.
I tell you what. Hello, miss. That keeps looking at you.
Hello! As we both just wave.
Heather, these people that you keep glancing at
Who are you speaking?
just wave at you.
Hello. Yes, you, with the really cool looking red streaks in her hair.
Please, please, come join us.
We do seem to have an empty spot at our table. Would you like some company?
I guess. Sure.
I get up, I pull out the chair for her.
I slowly walk over and slowly sit down.
You've now got your
Push
plate
the
of
chair
food,
gently.
and you're sitting with this group of strangers who were conversing with someone that you saw earlier. That you still don't really have any context for that. Maybe you were wrong. Maybe she wasn't. But like, you kind of get the vibe that she was looking at for the person that, obviously with a nat 20, looking at the person that threw a coat on you. Have seen, make RP.
So, what brings you on the ship?
Just travel. You
We are also just travel.
fun.
Oh.
Yes. Is this bonding?
This seems, well, in a way, yes, but let's do this a little more properly. Hello, my name is Remy. It is a
There we
pleasure
are.
to meet you. This fine lady next to me is Jaina, as well as the wonderful lady Eleonora over here across the table from me. May I ask
Who's
what your name
Eleonora?
is?
Remy.
And this is Shadow.
Oh, and
She's
No, Shadow is
quiet
gone.
type.
Shadow is gone.
Shadow's gone.
Shadow walked away. She went to bed before the rest of you. Like, you were packing up, she just fucked off. So she's not there, you don't have to worry about it.
That sounds like something she would do.
Yeah.
it does. It actually does.
Like, how do I pronounce his name again? Give me the name again. Distraction boy. Give me the name.
Leandris?
Leandris kind of looks up at Remy and then at you and it's like, he didn't introduce us. It's fucking rude. Tell him he's rude.
He can't see you. He doesn't know you exist.
Then he should just introduce people that may or may not be in the room also. He should just say that as part of the introduction.
There's 100 people in this place, you know?
And I'm
Like,
one of
We're
them.
gonna introduce every single person that's at every single table.
We're at this table though. Just say, and also anyone else who may be here.
And also any other ghosts that may be here, I'm sure are very much wanting to be introduced to you, Heather.
Thank you.
I'm not
So-
crazy.
Remy, Jaina, and Lady Eleonora.
Just Eleonora's fine.
Okay.
Heather,
Yeah.
you here for a moment. Well, she is Lady Eleonora, but, I think introductions don't need that sort of thing.
I take out my notebook and I make another note. Introductions don't need the word lady.
That's not what I just.
Oh God, we have more imaginary talking people. Oh God.
Oh, it's better.
That seems like a quite a handy note keeper you have there. Anything in particular that you record?
Just notes about things and places and things.
Ooh, like
Oh,
medical
lovely.
herbs.
To what end?
Just about like it's like a diary, like it's like personal stuff too.
Pardon, I didn't mean to pry.
It's fine. It's okay.
They're not interrogating you. I think. Look, I still don't understand this, but like, genuinely, I don't think these guys are BBEGs, but like, just you should be fine.
BBEG.
I just look,
I don't know.
just roll perception, maybe, or insight, or something. Just roll and see what happens.
I love this so much.
I'm
I
taking
rolled.
one of the one of the bottles and I'm pouring
12.
a cup. And
So
passing
does
it.
Heather roll the dice or do you roll the dice?
I think because were you telling Heather to roll the dice?
Heather was being told to roll dice, yeah.
So Heather pulls out a set of dice and rolls a dice. Wait, question for the DM.
Yes.
Not as
you, yes.
she is rolling dice. Is it like a set of?
Yes, it
Full,
is.
like-
It is a full set.
You, I love that. Okay, no, it's totally Heather.
Okay. You rolled a
Did
12.
we just break the fourth wall?
Look,
It is
I
the fourth wall.
can't. I don't know. They seem nice.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Is this a game?
For the DM, just to be clear, I can still add my.
Yes.
Bonus.
Oh shit.
So, do you wish to engage in some evening merriment? That seems like a lovely pastime.
Is
As
this
I
a dice
pass,
game?
slide a drink over to her as well.
Oh, I don't. What kind of drink is this?
Oh, some delicious wine from the kitchen.
Oh yeah, sorry, I don't partake. It just makes me mad.
Oh, I apologize.
It is okay to know.
I'm sorry, did you say it makes you mad or sad?
Oh, sad.
Oh, that's
Oh.
rather unfortunate.
It really
Well,
is. Have
Is
the
there any
impression-
other imbibement or refreshment that we could fetch for you?
Alcohol is technically a downer, so it makes sense.
Oh.
I use it for the levity.
Jaina is our medically minded one of the group,
Oh,
and her skills come in quite handy.
Oh, medically minded. That was a nice alliteration. Medically minded, medically minded, medically minded, medically
Yes, someday I
minded.
hope to be a doctor. Right now I'm studying kind of to go into nursing, but a long-term goal is surgery. So I've read a lot of books.
I'm gonna roll for Lysander.
Leandris?
Leandris. Fuck! I'm never gonna get that name right.
It's me with the group last week.
It is indeed. If you have fuck. Okay, I'm gonna roll for Mira's the other one.
What?
What's
Mira's the other one? No,
Danica.
Danica.
Danica. Okay, so Leandris rolled a
Mhm.
2.
Mm-hmm.
And
Danica?
Danica rolled an 18. So Danica's just gonna kind of gently poke your arm. That cloak she's holding it. It's the same. Is it the same fabric as the cloak that they found near the murder?
Who here has that piece of cloth that we found earlier?
The person that had it was our dear gnome. Handed it off to Satana.
Is Satana around?
Satana will be back at his post on your level near the rooms.
You're wearing a cowl, but you're carrying a cloak. Is that your cloak?
No, someone just threw it on me.
Someone threw it on you. When?
Way. Not that long ago.
What did this someone look like?
They were tall. I didn't really get a good look. They were just like walking away, and I was kind of like, your cloak, and they just kept going.
Were they humanoid?
They were tall, and yes.
What color was their hair? What color was their skin?
I don't know. I mean, there was a cloak over my face, and then by the time I got it off, they were like walking. They threw a cloak on.
All right.
And then
well, that
I did see the other person who was with your group. They like showed up and like looked around, and I thought that's kind of why I kept looking at you all, because it looked like maybe they were looking for the person who threw the cloak on me, but then they kind of left. So I don't. Is it your cloak?
No, it belongs to a murderer or a would-be murderer, assaulter, assaulter, attacker.
Oh,
What would be the proper vernacular there, Remy?
Assassin? This is me questioning that. Would-be assassin?
Would-be assassin. Let's go with would-be assassin. Thank you, Fourth Wall.
Would-be assassin.
Oh, I don't know why here is where I went with for
Is
bird
that-
wings. But
Is that really information that we should be sharing
Sharing?
widely? We don't want to worry the
Oh.
public.
Oh, you know that's a good point, Eleonora. Heather, don't say anything.
what? Heather's been writing in her notebook again.
Don't tell
Eleanor's
anyone
just
else about this assassin.
shaking her
We're trying to
head.
keep it low key, but since you found the cloak, we've included you in the circle because you're involved now. Congratulations.
What would Shadow say? What would Shadow say?
did we just get her involved in a murder?
Yep.
Is she an accomplice? Accomplice!
So, I don't know where to go from here.
Well, I believe we all could use a little bit of rest and maybe a fresh pair of eyes for tomorrow to begin our investigation.
You have how do you get fresh eyes?
Oh, it's just a figure of speech, meaning rest up and then start fresh in the morning.
Oh,
Heather,
I'm starting
sorry
to-
to have invited you into this.
it's more
You were
exciting.
just here for a pleasant journey, and
It's more exciting than sitting on my chair.
I'm starting to realize just what kind of build you've got, and I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. That's just a random comment that you hear in your head, Ari. Heather.
What?
that's it.
So, what I write down in my journal.
Did you say something, Eleonora?
Oh, I have a above table question.
Yes, you cannot hear the voice.
I can hear the voice.
You
Eleanor
can hear the
cannot
voice. Eleonora cannot hear the voice. Remy is getting very mad at me because he wants a secret spicy voice as well.
No, it isn't. I actually, honestly, God, just have an honest to God question. Above table as well.
Yep, okay. Eleonora, you first. You raised your hand first. Go.
How tall is Heather?
Heather, how tall are you?
5'5".
So
Hey, we're the same
she's
size.
equal height as Jaina, so you are still tallest, by a good few inches.
Revel in that.
Remy, your question.
Actually, no. Never mind. Never mind on my question. I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, at the reference of chair, you realize that Heather will be going back to the big pit of people once you guys leave this area. And you know that, yeah, there's just a big pit of people, and you've now involved her in a murder case. So yeah, if you want to just ditch someone that has a potentially vital piece of evidence in a pit of people, go for it, and we'll skip to the next day and see what happens, and maybe get Ari to roll a new character sheet.
Heather. Miss Heather.
Myself.
She did never
That
introduce
was-
herself, so
Okay.
so you might want to ask her name first.
No,
after-
I asked her name. I asked her name a while back.
I
and
never
then
told
people just- I know you didn't, and everyone started calling you Heather though, except me.
Whoops.
Until now.
That's all good. Okay, so we'll retcon the knowledge of name and go ahead.
Alright. Because I did ask that, and then
Okay.
Jaina did the whole other voices thing. All the other voices happened. So, alright. Did you say you're having to stay with all the chair folk?
What's wrong with the chair folk?
I simply wanted to potentially offer you an alternate option and everything. Me and my sister have a room, and I'd be willing to sacrifice my bed to let you have that, and I would just sleep in the corner.
Point of
Or
order,
whatever.
there are 3 beds in your room.
And I thought that was only for the other lady.
So it's set up, but there is the option of being able to pull down the 3rd bed in all of the rooms that you guys are in currently. So yeah.
I see. Well, I retract that and mention that there's a 3rd bed, empty bed in our chamber. That if you like, it is yours, if you wish.
I mean, I don't want to be like a bother, or like.
No bother at all. And my sister's always happy to meet new people.
I mean, probably be
That she is.
sitting on a chair all night. Okay.
Whatever your
Yes, that
preference.
sort of posture is not good for the spine.
Trust the doctor.
Not yet.
Soon to be.
Thank you.
You welcome.
So you're accepting the invitation of a person you've never met to go sleep in his room with a sister that's also not there? Cool.
I knew it. I knew it was
Safety first.
Safety first. This is what I get for having low intelligence players.
I can't tell
Character.
if you're talking just in
No.
general or talking to her character.
No, this is me talking out loud, not me in talking.
We're gonna have to find a way to differentiate that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
This is me talking to everyone out there. No, I still sit like this. I don't know. I'll find a way to differentiate. We'll work on
Lift
it.
up your hand or something. I don't know.
Hello. This is me talking to Heather. It will be later. Blah, 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 blah.
Like this.
I'll have a signal. Yeah. Oh, that actually works. That would be fun.
Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Hello. Anyway, so you're accepting the invitation?
Mhm.
Lovely. So, you all toddle off to your bedrooms. Upon entering Remy's room, you see a gnome face down on a mattress by the door, snoring her heart out. So there will be no introductions with this particular character because I cannot do Crazy Gamer Lady's voice.
Which one?
The one that she uses. Um, but there is just fold out a bed for you, Heather. Jaina and Eleonora, you get to your room. Shadow is in there, snoozing. There was the option that I could do something else with her, but you know what? I only want to develop character romances with the characters here, so consent. Anyway. So that happens. We wake up next morning, and you all feel
God.
a shift in the air.
Not again.
Not that kind of shift. The energy on the boat seems to have picked up and lifted some. Yes.
I have to ask because of fantasy setting. When you say energy, do you mean socially or do you mean
I mean the
literal?
vibrations in the air, but also socially.
Okay.
I will continue my explanation.
Sorry, please
No,
continue.
you're fine. It's a good clarification to make. You are still in your rooms though, as I'm doing this. Like waking up, you can feel the ship moving faster. The energy upon the vessel. Like your room feels slightly less cramped. It's everything kind of seems to be just working better right now. And
You know, if I had to a guess. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
no, go.
No, you're the DM, you're still going.
No, I was just gonna have you meet up, but if you want to say something in your room, that's fine.
Okay. She will turn to Eleonora since Shadow appears to be sleeping in this morning. You know, if I had to wager a guess, I would say Othello is probably up and about. At least I hope so.
I hope so as well. Should we go check on him in
Probably.
the infirmary?
I think so.
Oh, good. So you guys.
As long as there's not more blood.
Well, I can go in first, and if there's blood, I'll let you know. Is that okay?
Oh, lovely. You do that?
Of course.
Oh, thank you, darling.
So just for future reference, if there's blood about, you're going to be uncomfortable with it? It's
Rather,
not-
yes. I have very little exposure to bodily fluids, as it were.
For now.
Okay. I just want to let you know that is nothing to be ashamed of. It's a very common occurrence, and I will do my level best to keep it from your person, or range of view, as it were.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
Yes, I have a lovely bedside manner that I'm working on.
Do you? Do you, does that only happen when you're next to a bed? Because we're next to beds right now. So is that how? Do you have a table side manner? Do we have a what? Stop trying to grab me. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And as you close your hands almost
you
completely, there's a little poof of magic within your hands, and then he's no longer inside your hands.
Magic trick.
Eleonora, roll a perception check for me.
I mean, she was looking directly at me, so I would argue for advantage.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 11.
Roll me
But
advantage.
I will take advantage.
Yeah, take
What?
the advantage. Take the advantage.
I'm gonna try a different dice. That was worse. That was a 5. So 11. We'll go with an 11.
You don't have any pluses or anything?
No.
Oh, girl.
For a second, you think you see like something zing between Jaina's fingers, but like nothing concrete.
Oh, that was quite. I saw you folding your hand. was that a quick prayer as we head up?
Yes. For the day ahead. Yes, it will be trying. So just to whoever is listening up there, I'm sure.
Oh,
that's
are you gonna
lovely
pick one
idea.
of us? Are you picking one of us? Is it time to pick one of us?
A bug.
Stop it!
Do you follow
Um,
any deities?
Eleonora takes goes, that's a lovely idea, and takes a little bit of dirt from a pouch at her side, and just like rubs it between her fingers, and scatters it on the ground a little bit. Well, I feel better already. Shall we?
Ooh, do you mind me asking what was that?
Just a prayer of grounding and remembrance, shall we say?
Oh, to whom?
As long as you don't spread it around, my family would not approve. But Oleos, I helps me remember the importance of tradition.
Claudia. Mm.
Also, everyone gets a chaos die.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Gray.
Thank you, Grey Jedi.
Yep.
Oleos. See, I was like this close to asking if I could try it, but you know what? I think you've already grounded us all enough for the day. So, shall we meet up with the others?
Hang on.
Sure. Do you mind me asking? That was a lovely little puff of smoke there. I'm not quite sure how you did it. It was quite enchanting. Who was your prayer to?
Yeah, who was your prayer to?
Just to the energy of healing that exists into the aether of the universe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've not heard of such a deity.
That doesn't
It's
sound
not
very
really a
alto-y.
deity, it's more to like the energy itself that encompasses all around us, if you will. It's not really a religion, it's just me sending my thoughts and prayers out into the universe.
Fascinating. Is that part of your doctor training and associated with that school of thought?
Sometimes they have said certain, like, in a training, it was very interesting. We had this one class where they had 2 glasses of water. One had been sitting there and had compliments said and like blessings over it, and the other one was sitting there and they had shouted insults and curses at it. And then they took 2 droppers and put them under a microscope. And I kid you not, the molecular structure was different. It was weird.
That's utterly fascinating.
That
Side
sounds.
note, that's actually a thing. You can look
Yeah.
it up.
You know what? That sounds like a Nenros prayer, and I don't like that you're not choosing one of us. Stop it. Don't pray to Nenros. Jaina.
But you know what? We should go.
Jaina!
up with
Stop
everyone
it!
else.
Yes, of course.
Alright. And on to the other room. Heather, you wake up in a room with 2 people you don't know. One of them's still snoring. The other one is a Remy. What are you doing?
I the room.
You leave the room, no conversation?
No.
Okay. Remy, this person that you invited into your room wakes up and just walks the fuck out.
Oh, it's not the first time.
You've also
no,
got a really
I,
bad headache. Enjoy that.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. So
How is my constitution? No, it's actually not too bad. It's not bad. It's not terrible, but either way.
You're
Ah.
not
No, I'm
fucked up,
flushed. I got-
but yeah, you've got a decent
no.
headache. You're not gonna be stuck in bed from this, but you're not peak.
Sounds fair.
Mhm.
Fair. Um, not as quickly as he can. He gets dressed and proceeds to go to meet with the ladies.
Lovely. So as you're walking out, Heather, towards the staircase, you come across Jaina and Eleonora, as my mouth tries to not say that word.
Morning. What's your name?
My name.
Yes.
My name. Yeah. I'm Heather.
Heather, a lovely name and a lovely planet.
Can I roll to see if I believe her?
Absolutely, and you know what? With the way that she said that, you can have advantage.
Yes.
And Heather, can you please
that-
roll deception for me?
Man, this group and names. What is up with this?
Yeah, I just noticed that Heather has quotation marks around her name.
I did too.
also
I
just
did
noticed
too.
that as she hesitated.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Hee 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 hee.
What'd you roll, Eleonora?
A 22.
Heather, what'd you roll?
Roll a 13.
Okay.
Or 12. One of those.
She clearly thought of that name on the spot.
Lovely. Well, it's nice to meet you, Heather.
I let out a sigh. Yeah. No. Yep. Nice to meet you all too.
Where are you off to? Breakfast?
Yeah, I'm hungry. I don't
Jaina
get
was
angry.
telling me it's the most important meal of the day.
Indeed it is. Got to power up those Krebs cycles inside your muscles.
What?
You need to get energy from your action potential in the cells so that your muscles can contract.
She's not
Action.
a nerd.
So, does that like have to do with like punching things?
Technically yes, but technically no at the same time, because you see,
Does that how does that relate to being angry?
well, it
Hungry, darling.
doesn't
Oh,
really. It's more
often
associated
hunger.
with the nervous system, if you will, which I suppose can be involved in anger and emotions in some way, but it's a different output, if you will.
Remy, at this point, you're probably walking up behind them.
What makes
Someone say breakfast.
Also, at the
Yes, we're all about
staircase,
to head up together, as long as Heather doesn't mind us joining her. Of course, if you need your space, dear, just say the word.
No, that's fine. I'm used to a lot of people.
Satana is at the staircase, if you guys want to talk to him.
Satana,
Yeah.
darling.
Morning, Zaitana.
Hi,
Morning.
morning. Yesterday was a fucking day, eh?
Indeed it was. How are you feeling?
Less comfortable with making murder jokes, that's for sure.
Did you have any luck
What?
with names? You were going to search the manifest. Did you have any luck?
Really, everyone's kind of on board and accounted for. I couldn't find any stowaways or anything. Normally we have stowaways. Like, it was suspiciously void of stowaways. But yeah, everyone seems fine. Everyone's accounted for. All the seats are filled. The boys in the storerooms saw fucking nothing. as usual. Big boss man's. What? What are you pointing at? Yes. She. Well, you were seat 4A, yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. No, she's accounted for.
No, but Heather, tell them what you know.
What do I know? What
With the
do I?
cloak.
Oh, someone threw a cloak on me. Apparently they murdered someone. That's all I know. Do you want the cloak? You can have it.
I can take. I have the other. Is it the cloak, or is it a cloak, or did someone just throw some stuff on you?
Hey,
Are you registering a complaint?
no.
She's a witness.
Oh shit! Yeah, cool.
Is it-
I
I didn't see anything. They just threw a cloak on me.
But you saw his silhouette going past.
He was tall. I don't know if he was a he. I didn't get to ask for their pronouns.
Yes, well, here's the thing. Zatanna, do you have anyone on board who can do any sort of memory magic?
What?
how the fuck would I know?
Well, you work here, don't you?
Yeah, I work here. I'm not the fucking prince of fucking boat people.
I don't want people in my head.
She doesn't want people in her head.
That's fair.
Look, I'll take the cloak, and I'll go get the other stuff that's in evidence. We've got an evidence locker, did you? It's just my locker, but like, and I'll see if it's the same cloak, and then, if it is, no, I don't arrest you for murder, you just got a cloak thrown on you.
Just throw it on me.
Are you telling the truth, or is it your cloak?
Why?
I don't fucking know. Murderers
Say-
lie about shit.
Someone threw a cloak on me. As if I was a coat rack.
Yeah, to be fair, if that was your lie, that'd be pretty shit. Yeah, alright, cloak, I'll take the cloak. And he holds out his
Okay.
hand.
Here you go.
Thanks. Enjoy the rest of your flight. We seem to have picked up speed, so we should, arrive back, maybe, either late today or tomorrow. Like, we've picked up a lot of speed.
Does that mean good old what's-his-name is feeling better?
Yeah, I don't know. But I would presume
Shouldn't
so.
have picked up so much speed.
No.
Maybe it's a tailwind.
Look, I don't know how boats work. I don't know who does what magic. I just work here. I literally
Sorry, that's not your department.
Yeah, I just stand at stairs to make sure the guests know where the stairs are instead of taking the fucking elevator. Like,
And we are very grateful for your office.
cool, I'm getting paid minimum wage. Have fun. Are you guys planning on finding the killer, or...
I mean, we could certainly attempt, but I'm not exactly what one would call a detective.
Cool. Have fun maybe solving a murder.
Do you have the other piece of the cloak? I'm sure that we can repair that.
It's in my locker. So, go up on the main deck, where you see the captain's quarters. Underneath the stairs that go up to that, there's a door to the staff locker area. It's the one that looks the same color as me. I painted it.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
So you're an artist as well.
I would be if I could do more than paint one solid color, but that's
It's a start.
That's about the extent of my abilities. But yeah, have fun solving murders.
Monochromatic art can still be quite lovely.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I don't have enough of an attention span to be able to put into doing art stuff. Like, waiting for paint to dry to put on a second layer is fucking horrendous. I appreciate the thought though, and if I had the ability to put enough focus into one thing, that'd be great, but right now I just stand here and that's fine. You don't have to hype me up.
But you know, you need to
waiting is like
paint
watching
dry.
paint dry.
It dries faster.
Go solve a
Anyway,
murder,
let's
please.
Also, we're going to stop by the infirmary, check on good old what's his name.
Yeah, cool. Enjoy meeting the guy that I didn't even know existed. Alright. And he lets you walk past up the stairs. He kind of gives you the vibe of, like, taking a gap year kind of kid, where he's like, I don't really know what I want to do with myself. I'm in this job because it pays and, like, I'm saving up. That's it. Like, I'm not sure of my, goals here. I've just been roped into a fucking murder investigation and I don't know what the shit I'm doing. That's the kind of vibe that Satana gives off.
He had some guardian that was like, if you do this job, then you can see the world.
Yeah, it's good
He's like-
experience. You'll get, like, it'll be great. No, he's cleaning toilets and dealing with people who just are fucking morons.
It's
so-
minimum wage customer service.
Okay.
Yep.
So as you get
With
upstairs,
zero time to enjoy shit.
Mm.
Yep, pretty much.
as you get upstairs, you do see the kitchens are in full swing as normal, and they're not trying to guard the med bay anymore. And there is a full new spread of all kinds of breakfasty type items.
Wait, so there's... Never mind, continue.
I go straight to the food.
Okay, great. Are you just filling a plate?
I'm hungry.
Okay, so you get a little bit of everything. There's pancakes. There are no waffles because waffles are evil. That's a little shout out to some people that I'm sure are in the chat. Pancakes, eggs, bacon, like potatoes, little muffins, fruit platters, all sorts of stuff that you can grab. Just
Makes me
filling up a
hungry.
plate. I'm making myself hungry. What are the rest of you guys doing? Are you going to the med bay to check and see if Othello's there, or are you just filling up on food?
Jaina is gonna wait for everyone to enter whichever rooms that they are going to enter, so I'll let the other two go first.
Okay, Remy, what did you do? Food or Othello?
You're muted.
There we go. Othello first, in case I would rather not have to puke out what I just ate.
Fair enough.
So just in
Eleonora?
case.
That is a lovely idea, Remy.
Okay, Jaina, are you following those two, or are you going after Heather?
She is also going to go to Othello, but she's going to wait until they like walk
Mhm.
a little bit in front of her.
Okay, cool.
Then she's going to whisper to the two that everyone knows is there. All right, I'm going this way. You two fill up on food so I don't have to get a plate. People are getting suspicious.
We're not the ones. We could have just stayed at the platter. You were the ones that chose to get us a plate. Like, that's your own fault that people are suspicious.
You know, sometimes I like to have my own things.
Yeah.
Just go get food. I'll be along in a little bit.
Okay, we're gonna steal from Heather's plate. I'm just gonna sit at the buffet. He can do what he wants.
Ah, sounds good. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. She will go out after Othello.
Lovely. As you enter, only the doctor is in there. The room has been clean. Oh, the doctor and a passenger are in there. The passenger has their foot up, so kind of like legs spread, and the doctor is kind of looking at their thigh as you enter.
I stand outside until I get the okay from Jaina.
Okay, Jonah.
Yeah, Jaina will walk in to see if there's any bodily fluids or other things that she thinks she might be squeamish of.
Roll a perception check to see what the doctor's doing. Remy, are you just entering?
I'll wait for Jaina's
Okay, as
head
well.
to
Fantastic.
swell.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Fantastic.
Eleanor just turns to Remy and goes, "You too."
I will wait for the good soon-to-be doctor. Word.
Jaina,
Yes.
this particular passenger seems to have been engaging in some sort of activity that has led them to get a splinter on their inner thigh. How the fuck they did that, you don't want to question. But the doctor is currently
Jaina's
trying to...
just assuming they sat on a really bad wooden chair. Yep.
I will say the placement is too high up for a chair, but I'll let Jaina believe whatever she wants to believe.
Jaina is gonna be Jaina.
Cool. The doctor kind of looks up and is like, can you give us like 30 more seconds?
Okay. Turns around.
You hear a little bit of a and then the doctor kind of leans back and is like, all good now. You may go, Mrs. Miss. We'll talk later, I'm sure. And the passenger kind of flutters her eyes at the doctor and leaves with a little like wave of the hand. And the doctor kind of just looks at you and it's like, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
One moment.
Okay.
All clear, loves.
Thank you, Jaina. Doctor, lovely to see you again.
And you as well. I presume none of you are choking on chicken bones or have splinters in places I don't want to look or weird infected toes.
No, although you did say that splinters are your specialty.
They are, and that's why it only took me about 30 seconds to get rid of that one. What can I help you guys with then?
Quick work, well done.
Yep. I've never had a compliment, so I don't know how to deal with that. What can I help you with?
Remy, would you like to take the stage?
Well, doctor, please. I insist.
I don't know.
And I
don't...
soon to be Doctor
Oh.
Lady Jaina, I'm referring to on this
Oh.
situation. Please,
Okay.
go ahead.
We were just wanting to check in to see the current status of you-know-who.
He's made a full recovery. Better than I thought, to be honest. Merrick came down and visited him, and that just seemed to do something good for his spirits, and he's back at work. Last I checked, he was doing a full sprint around his little thing. So I've told him to try and take more breaks, but he said that he's been gone too long, so...
It's not putting too much pressure on himself.
There is a guard watching him now, though, correct?
Yes, so one of the staff from the kitchens is, like, they do a rotation. They're down there.
Oh, wonderful.
Very good. All right.
And in your professional opinion, Doctor, you trust the kitchen staff?
I trust Krindwald. I trust him to, and he trusts his pride. So, I suppose he'd call it. But yeah, they're good folk. Look, we really just want to get this ship docked, and then we can all fuck off and find better jobs under someone who's not going to try and kill us.
That would be ideal. And
I do hope we are there for when he gets charged and court-martialed. Is that the correct term? I'm not sure.
I think it is. It's... Yeah. Oh. Either way, you're right to go and do whatever you want to do. Enjoy the rest of your trip. We should be docking. With the speed we're going at, we should be getting in possibly tonight or tomorrow morning.
Well,
Thank
we're
you so much for your hard work, Doctor.
Go ahead, Ellen.
I just... saved a life for the first time in my medical career. It's all good.
Well done. You should see if they can give you a raise.
I'll be quitting.
That's fair.
Mm.
All right, so I'm thinking we either go up to the lockers for the cloak, as Lady Eleonora suggested, or perhaps afterwards we go down to Othello to see if he can give us any information, something he may have noticed, even though he is in fact lying. Anyone else? Ideas?
I suggest food.
Breakfast might be in order. Yes.
Oh, yeah, food. Right, that means we have to go in the breakfast hall. Yes, that sounds good.
Unless, Jaina, you'd like to go and fetch the cloak. Do you have any skill with the needle and thread? I'm not sure if stitching wounds translates to fabric.
I can certainly stitch up a wound, and I will attempt to stitch out fabric in the exact same manner.
Does Heather still have the cloak, or did we?
Heather's right. And no, she handed it to Satana.
I'm gonna say, since you guys are planning to go to the lockers, one of you took it off Satana.
Okay.
Oh, and look, there it is in my hand. What do you know?
Fabulous.
Such a fabulous magic trick. I
Good
swear.
save, dear.
My second one of the day. Who knew?
Oh, good. So you guys head back out to the
Jaina, did you get the directions? Did you want to go to the lockers? You seem
Yes, upstairs, underneath the cabin, underneath the stairs, inside the one that looks like Satana. Right?
yes.
Something like that? Yes.
Best of luck.
Oh, am I just going to meet you all in the kitchen? Or dining room?
You seem to have less of an appetite than we do.
Yes. Yeah. I say you should eat breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and it is. But sometimes I just am not hungry first thing in the morning, so I'll probably have mine a little bit later. So I will meet
That's
you
all right.
down
If you'd like us to save you anything, let us know.
there. Just a muffin or two would be lovely.
We can do
Alright,
that.
and I'll
for you.
either see you in the dining room or down with Othello or somewhere else.
Sounds like a lovely plan.
All right. I bid you adieu, and she will walk off.
roll a stealth check for me, Jaina.
Am I rolling stealth? I
Mhm.
guess.
Oh no.
Oh.
Of
16.
course. The moment a party member separates from everybody else and she asks for a stealth roll.
You walk away from the group and go up to the top deck, and no one follows you.
Oh.
Back at the table! She's enjoying her aloneness. Heather, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Harbin.
13.
There seems to be some sort of magic on your plate that's like removing bits of food. Just like you take a bite of something and then you go to take a second bite of it and it's already gone.
I would like to rage. Please stop eating my food.
A piece of roll a persuasion check for me, actually.
Okay. $22.
A piece of food that had disappeared, a little bit of like muffin stuff, reappears on your plate.
Thank you. Go away, please. Go eat from the buffet. It's unlimited food there. Don't steal from my plate.
a little tiny corner of the muffin that had just been returned disappears again.
There's like hundreds of muffins over there. Why do you have to take mine?
No response.
I feel like sad for her.
Eleonora and Remy, you guys come back in. And you see Heather kind of roll me a perception check, both of you.
Because we know how well those go.
Yeah.
You do have the chaos die from Gray.
You do.
So
Now I'll be using the hell out of it.
14.
14.
Oh my god! What is wrong with my dice? My dice just don't love me. God dang it. I'm using the chaos dice. That's a d6, right?
Yes.
mm-hmm.
This isn't an important check, so you can save that for something more important if you want to.
Technically, I have 2 of them. I might
Okay.
as well use one of them.
Mhm.
So, because I saw the one that you kind of pity gave me.
Yep, that's all good.
That's gonna be an 11.
11.
With the dice. It was so bad.
You see her at the table.
Hey.
Eleanor, you see her kind of talking to herself at the table.
She goes,
But
"Oh
you-
no, not another one."
You don't hear anything though.
Oh, she'll fit right in.
Heather,
Yeah.
after a few minutes, you just kind of staring at your plate, waiting for whatever it is to steal something else from you. A few eggs on a piece of toast, appear on your plate.
Oh. Thank you.
And for the rest of your breakfast, no food is stolen. He felt bad. He felt bad, guys.
Oh.
My little boy.
She was so sad. So, you guys are just getting food and stuff and going over?
The
Cool. You wander over, and see Heather in what seems to be a decent mood. And yeah, Jonah's. Are you guys doing any chatting sort of things, or getting her up to date on stuff?
So I don't know. I get a plate of food and come and sit down and just say, "You looked rather sad when we walked in. Is everything all right?"
There was like some invisible thing stealing my food, and I was sad because they were taking my food, and I was like, why would you take all of my food when there's a buffet right over there? And then they stopped, and that was really nice. And then they brought me some eggs and toast, which was really nice of them.
Oh. That sounds lovely.
And weird. And that was added by a DM voice. Oh, and weird, whatever fucking symbol I was doing.
That's what happened.
No, I know. I don't know what the fuck that was. So I'm just.
Well, shouldn't you know of all people?
I should know of all people.
Maybe
But-
you should find.
Don't.
Are we hearing her speaking out loud?
Yes. Don't. Look, just. I'm doing my best
Sorry,
here.
I'm not sure. I can't tell you what
What?
happened.
No.
You said that I should know, and I'm sorry to tell you that I don't.
No. I. There's like a god that talks in my head, and I talk back to the god. Yeah,
You had a close relationship with your patron, then.
I guess it's new. They just said that what I told you was weird. but that's what happened.
That's all
So-
right. You wouldn't be the first.
To have invisible things steal food from my plate?
Presumably not.
Oh.
And a god talking directly into your mind.
That's quite incredible.
Hmm.
Who is your patron? Who do you serve?
Out of game, have you told me?
No, I haven't. You know the Heather knows the pantheon of gods that are listed. She knows it's not any of them. And she's heard story. Roll me a history check.
Who?
Come on, natural 20.
Oh,
Your dad's dad had something similar go on with him, but you never paid attention to the stories as they were being told. So you know it's a family thing, but you just can't remember right now what it was.
okay.
But you do know the pantheon of gods, and you know it's not them.
So, I don't know exactly what deity they are. It's a family thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it a if you don't mind me asking, if not, I don't mean to pry. Is this a family blessing or a curse?
Say blessing, and I'll let you roll with advantage.
I love everything about this.
It's
Ju- So,
Sorry?
her audio did cut out there, but she said it's a blessing.
Oh. That sounds well, lovely that your family is blessed with such a gift.
It's a gift.
You can roll insight if you want on that last.
I want that, yeah.
Please.
Okay.
Ooh, natural 20
Fuck yeah.
Golden
Go
dice.
girl. Woo. For a
Golden dice.
23.
Do not fail me,
Good.
please, for the love of God.
Well done.
Finally rolled a double digit. Thank God.
What'd you roll?
Oh. Not too great. It's just 14, but
Okay.
still, I rolled.
Remy, she doesn't sound quite as convincing the second time when she says it's a gift. Eleonora, you're pretty sure that considering you know that her god talks in her head, that her god told her to tell you that it was a blessing.
Nice.
Yes, well, I have some experience with inherited family gifts, if you ever wish to speak.
Yeah, that would probably be really great because I have some questions about things that they haven't been able to help me with, so maybe you could help me with.
I can do my best, but perhaps we can search for the answers together that we lack. Family history can be a complicated beast.
Yes.
I know that none
Yes.
of you can hear this, but when you say complicated beast, Leandris just goes rawr. And that's a little tidbit for the audience to enjoy.
You can't make me spit take all over my laptop.
Turn your head then. I warned you that Leandris is gonna say something. He just goes rawr. Jaina, you walk upstairs. You
Uh-oh.
find yourself on the deck. And you see the captain with a sword, pointing it at a group of kids.
Of course.
Roll an insight for me.
You were about to say initiative. I was about to be like, and we're missing it. Of course.
That would be a 10 with a chaos die.
He is clearly telling them a story, but he has very, very clear disregard for, like, safety, because he's pointing a sword at kids and, like, letting them touch it and stuff. So he's telling this story and, like, making himself the main character of this story and, like, the hero and stuff. But you get the feeling that that's not how the story actually went. But you can try and just walk past him if you'd like.
Yep, she'll just walk on behind him.
Cool. You find the lockers fairly easily, and you find the one painted the same red as Satana is. Roll me an investigation check.
10.
The piece of cloak is not here.
Well then, for the first time in my life, I wish someone was around.
The
Is
whole
there-
the whole locker that is painted red,
Mhm.
aside from a small rucksack, appears to have been emptied.
She will open up the sack and look inside.
Roll me another investigation.
16.
This is clearly Satana's belongings. There's a nice little decorative shirt, a note from his mum, and just an extra pair of shoes. He doesn't have a lot, but, like, clearly these are, like, the things that he brings with him. He's got, like, a little bit of extra paraphernalia that goes with traveling and stuff like that, like his identification and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a bag of a kid doing a job, but there is nothing else in there.
And he did say it was for minimum wage. She's going to slip her hand into her coin pouch, withdraw gold, and put it inside the toe of his left shoe.
Lovely. That's very sweet. Did you want to investigate any of the other lockers?
No, you said it was going to be in the red
Okay.
locker, unless there's other red lockers.
There are no other red lockers, as far as you can see.
She'll just not look in the lockers, but she'll look on, like, the ground. Maybe it fell out under a chair. I don't know.
I'll keep the 16. Do you have any other chaos die?
Excellent question. It appears not.
Okay. So we'll go with the 16. As you look around, this place seems pretty sparse and kind of nothingness anyway. You do notice a little bit of not quite oil, but some sort of liquid that has dripped on the floor and almost burnt the floor slightly around itself. That leads, like, from the door to here.
She's going to shut the red locker and look at the locking mechanism very closely.
Okay, investigation check. I'll let you do another one because this is a specific, different thing.
2.
2.
I have a +0 to investigation. I was the worst person to go up.
It's a door. You didn't have a key. You got in.
Sus.
Yeah.
She is going to kneel down to the ground and sniff one of the little spots.
Okay. Yeah, I have to give you another investigation check because that's a specific different thing to looking at a lock.
18!
18. You were covered in the blood of the guy from earlier. This has the smell of curse the same way that his blood did. You're pretty sure that this might be not poison, but some sort of coating that would be on whatever weapon got him.
Okay. And it's making a trail.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a trail. So the suggestion is that the person who has this weapon had it out in this room. But you with an 18, you followed the trail. It ends just before the door. So if someone were to come in, close the door behind them, then take the weapon out, that's where the trail kind of starts. So the suggestion is that they came in, pulled out a weapon, went and did a searchy search or whatever, put the weapon away, left.
Intriguing. Very intriguing. So she's going to pull out some of her parchment and pull out a little quill, and she's going to attempt to sketch what the little burning marks look like.
All good.
It's just some note, probably like a curse or something.
All good. She takes those notes and she's just going to exit after that.
No, she's going to stay put.
Just stay in the room.
She's just going to stay in the very empty and very quiet room.
And potentially murderous room. Got it. So, after a while at the table,
Murder isn't allowed.
we'll see. You three. Heather, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Heather, be our hero.
9.
Heather, you don't notice anything.
Ooh.
All of you, kind of as the passage of time, notice that Jaina's been gone for a while. Are you guys gonna stay and finish eating? Or you probably finished eating by this point. Are you guys gonna go up to where she is, or are you planning to go down and chat to Othello, or what are we doing?
I'm going to grab 2 muffins,
Mhm.
and wrap them carefully, and stow them in a way that they will not get squished.
Okay,
Because squished muffins are still good, but sad.
fair enough.
Because she said, save me a couple of muffins, so I get 2 muffins.
Lovely.
Remy, do you recall, I believe Jaina said that she would meet us at breakfast, and if not, then to meet her downstairs. Is that right?
She did, but I don't feel like she should have been gone this long.
Perhaps she's waiting downstairs to meet us.
Don't be meta.
You did state that we know she's been gone longer than anticipated.
Yes, but she also did say that she was going to be downstairs, so.
So she'd either meet us at breakfast or downstairs.
She's been gone a while, rather than
Oh.
gone for longer than I should have said that. She's been gone for a while.
Hmm.
The suggestion is that she's not coming for breakfast.
She did say she wasn't
Oh.
hungry. She seemed rather odd. I noticed that she didn't walk into the the dining hall like the rest of us. Do you reckon she's feeling all right?
Maybe she needed a nap.
Perhaps so.
Maybe she didn't sleep well.
The way things are these days, that wouldn't surprise me.
Okay.
She, like you,
Well,
seems to have a lot on her mind.
I mean, if
was
she
that
said
directed
she'd
at Remy or Heather?
go down there.
Oh, we are going to check on a friend of ours. Would you like to come? She says that and she kind of glances at Remy.
Mom?
I can?
Of course. You're more than welcome.
Only if you'd like to. I mean, it's I'm sure you're eager to not be below.
I mean, I don't really mind either way.
Heather, how good at you? How skilled are you at keeping secrets?
Probably really good at it.
Roll a. I feel like that's deception. Roll a deception, please. You can inside that if you'd like.
Oh, dice roll so good.
You've
My
been
dice.
good to me.
I
Keep
love.
being good to me.
I don't get it. These dice, they don't love me today. They just don't. I've used 3 different D20s. They all just don't love me. I don't know why.
Today is not your day with the dice, my friend.
No, it really sucks. Because I was really
Aw.
excited about actually having dice out. And I'm like,
Aww.
it would be an
They need a
11
nap.
for Remy.
Okay, 11. And what'd you roll, Eleonora?
With math, that's a dirty 20.
Lovely. And Heather, what'd you roll?
6.
So both of you are like, yeah, no, she's not confident in that answer. No.
No one's asked me to keep a secret before. So I'm sure I'm
asked
good
you
at
to
that.
keep a secret before.
Is that like, does that happen a lot?
Oh, that just surprises me.
Why?
That it was something that I was expected to do often as a child. You know, playground games and parents and things.
Secrets between friends or siblings, perhaps? To keep from your parents?
We didn't really keep secrets. At least I
Oh.
don't think they were secrets.
I imagine.
I will say that your family, Heather, were very loud and boisterous kinds of people, and like you know this, but a secret could not be kept in that house for longer than 5 minutes anyway, because like someone will have like just spoken too loudly, or like it will make its way down the grapevine somehow that like yeah, you know, you understand the concept of secrets, but it's just not physically possible with your family. I'm glad that amused you.
Forgive my I don't mean to pry or be insensitive. Just the matter of this. this is a delicate matter that we've found ourselves involved in.
Like the murder?
Yes.
Exactly.
We've been charged with not worrying the ship at large. Thus the need for secrecy. And following my question.
Worrying the ship?
Starting to panic, making sure we don't start a panic, as it were.
Why would you start a panic?
Or we're trying not to, by keeping.
There's no disco here. There's no point in starting a panic. Again, none of you can hear that.
Holy! Oh
But it
God!
kills me every time.
Oh, and that one was so good.
I know. Sometimes I'm
That one
funny.
was. That was. God damn it.
That was good.
Anyway, back to scene that's not being interrupted by Leandris.
We wanted to make sure that undue panic isn't brought upon the guests by finding out about a attempted murder aboard the
Wait, there wasn't an actual murder?
You sound disappointed.
No, I'm just confused.
we were able to save through the help of Jaina and others. They were
So-
able to save the man.
The cloak wasn't from a murderer, it was from an attempted murderer.
Or would-be assassin, if you like how Jaina likes to call it.
Difference.
In this case, we have at least thus far avoided incident. Although I'm not sure if this individual has any other, incidents under their belt. So, I can't say for certain. Would it make you feel better if we considered that cloak to be a murderer's cloak?
I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. I was just confused.
That's
I mean,
understandable. We are a confusing bunch.
My apologies for that.
Forgive us if we misspoke.
Yeah, it's all good in the hood. She flips up her hood.
That was possibly the dorkiest thing I've ever seen anyone do. I feel like you should go on and do stuff. Go on an adventure, like something.
Why don't we go see if Jaina has made it down to the bottom, and we go see Othello for more information.
Heather, Remy and I are going to visit our friend. You're welcome to join us, but please feel no obligation. I know that there's other things you have to do. I'm sure. I don't wish to keep you.
No, I can do something with all of you. I will do something.
Good job.
Thank you.
Well, Heather, please accompany us.
And you make your way downstairs. I'm gonna call break here. Just because we're getting close anyway. And when we get back, we'll get deep dive into the investigation. And depending on how that goes, we may or may not arrive at port by the end of the session. We'll see. But for now, we'll take a break. Well, not goodbye, but see you soon. But... They can still...
Hello.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
No, because I know where you are.
Thank you.
I full zoned out. I full zoned out there trying to think of the lyrics to Adele's "Hello." Thank you for that, Eleonora. So welcome back. You guys were making
I'm
your
not
way.
a bard tonight.
Making my way down the stairs.
Wow.
It didn't flow right, but that it'll do. Oh, no! Stop it! I'm watching the stream on my phone, for technical issues, and I forgot to turn the volume off. So, thank you, Amata Beloved, for posting the collection of links we've got, and the hiccuping's adorable.
It is.
So, Jaina, you're just standing in a room right now.
I think at this point she has gone from standing to sitting to just leaning back against one of the random lockers, her head just kind of against it with her eyes closed, and she's just literally just silence. It's very
Are you planning to exit this room anytime soon?
no.
Okay. We go down the ship, down all the way to the bottom. And Flat is realizing she shouldn't have taken a bite of her sandwich before she was starting a session. Heather, Remy, Eleonora, and two more people that you cannot see arrive down at the bottom of the stairs. Hold on. Where you are greeted by the sight of a hobgoblin, standing at the door to the entryway, kind of looking at you. You are muted for one, Remy, but also, you do recognize this hobgoblin as one of the, kitchen staff.
Wow, hello, good man. How are you today?
Pronouns are actually they, them, but, yeah, I'm doing alright. How are you?
You ask for pronouns.
My apologies for that, but I am doing just fine. Thank you for asking.
You guys are the ones that were, at the thing about the dead guy, yeah? And another person.
Yes. Our party is the ones who are involved in this situation, as it were.
There's no situation. Everything is fine.
There is no war in Boston, say.
Exactly.
You hear in your head the sound of someone about to say something, and then just a sigh, and nothing is said.
Goodbye.
Eleonora, you've eaten your breakfast too quickly and you're now hiccuping, so that's now in character as well, so that's fine.
It's so cute.
And you're at the bottom of the stairs.
Alright, I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain for you right now. Like, it looks like it hurts. I'm so sorry.
So is there something that I can help you guys with or something?
Yes. We were hoping to speak with the good gentleman downstairs here. Maybe he can assist us while we try to do our best to find the culprit.
Sure, I guess. just a warning, don't go beyond the first little bit of the door. Cause he full yelled at one of us to stand back because we accidentally got on his path, and he's like running it. So, or maybe like speed jogging. Yeah. But he moves and opens the door, and inside you can see the Triton with no eyes. He's not running per se, but he is moving very quickly with his staff in front of him, doing rotations on his course, drawing out the runes with the end of his staff in front of him as quickly as he can.
Can I immediately get in his way?
Oh, yeah.
What's your AC?
Jeez.
11.
Okay, hold on.
Heather, I'm sorry. Did you honestly say 11 is your AC?
I did.
I just want to say this. I tried to fudge the roll in. I rolled twice instead of just once. The first roll I got was a 10. The second roll I got was an 8. So, he does not successfully hit you out of the way like I was trying to do. He just full runs into you. Get out of the way. I need to... Who the fuck are you? Get out of the way, please.
Can you be just a little more mean, please? Just like a little bit.
Get out of the way.
Mr. Othello.
Isn't doing it.
Grab Heather's back of her cloak or shoulder and just kind of like
Moving.
Thank you. And he keeps going. I recognize the voices. Why do you have a random person who just got in my way? What are we doing here, guys?
she's
She's
new.
assisting. And
Sorry.
assisting us with finding your would-be assassin.
How's that going? Any hints? Anything?
Oh, we were hoping you could help. We were hoping that you could help us with that.
I'm helping by making the ship go as fast as possible.
I actually very much
Don't overwork
appreciate that.
yourself.
Mm.
You were very nearly just dead.
Oh, he's the person?
Yes, I'm the person. Merrick has been working this whole ship by himself for way too long already, and we slowed down, and I feel bad, so I'll be fine. Once we get to dock, I can rest for a bit, and I'll have to go and leave anyway because I got stabbed, but, it's fine. I'll just keep going.
You running makes the ship go fast.
Yes. And no, but also yes.
Yes, and I'm assuming he's holding the staff.
Yes, he's doing, this, me doing this is showing that he's drawing runes in front of him as he's, trotting.
And your staff is still intact, I presume?
Yes, it's fine. No damage was done to it at the time, I think.
Oh, good. There was quite a scuffle with it later when we were investigating. So I'm glad to know that it's everything's in order.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't think whoever was trying to kill me, I doubt that they were trying to, I doubt if they knew what the stuff was, I don't think they were trying to bring down the whole ship immediately. And if they did know what the stuff was, then... No, sorry. If they did know what the stuff was, they weren't trying to bring down the ship immediately. Or if they didn't know, they just didn't touch it because they didn't know what it was.
That was the cause. Your almost murder was the cause of the ship acting funny?
Yeah.
Oh. Was he
Well,
tall?
that and poor leadership.
Was she tall?
As you're talking to him, I won't make you roll perception, but you realize, Heather, that this gentleman has no eyes.
What happened to your eyes?
Ritual. They got cut out.
Oh, that's fun.
Mm.
I used to do rituals at home.
What kind of rituals?
They were like pump up rituals, like to get you pumped. So probably not.
Pump it up.
I mean, if you want to do one of those now so I run faster.
No, I wasn't allowed to do it.
Okay.
That sounds sad.
Lost too many
Sir,
times.
I'm worried for your constitution.
What?
You are under no obligation as to the speed and duration of this trip.
I am. I'm the boat.
You have enough responsibility just making sure that the ship and yourself are all right.
And that's what I'm doing. We get to shore. I get rest. Merrick gets rest. We're good again.
I mean, I'm kind of glad it's moving fast because when we first got on, I had like some really bad seasickness. It did not make me rage, it just made me sick.
That's a good point. Is it like... it's never been referred to... Because I don't get seasickness. Is it still seasickness because we're flying?
I don't know. I'd never been on a ship before like this. So...
Is there anything I can help you guys with?
What kind of, if you indulge a fellow practitioner's curiosity, what kind of magic are you performing to do to the magic for this ship?
I'm ritual casting it's a set of runes that I keep drawing to make sure that the magic that is outside the ship. So did you guys see the crystals outside the ship?
Yes.
Yeah, all the wizards are on. They're pumping magic into the crystals to keep the ship afloat. I'm keeping the magic that's pumped into the crystals tethered to the ship so they don't just float on singular crystals. So basically what would happen is if I die, those crystals would break off from the ship and the ship would just go. And the wizards would float off on a crystal each.
That seems less than ideal.
I mean, the riding a crystal would be fun, but they'd have no way of directing it because it's a crystal and not a ship, but yes.
So you and Merrick work quite closely together then?
Yeah. And that's, like, he told me that he told you guys a little bit of our past, but I doubt, like, not to toot our own horn, but I feel like if there was a different person steering the ship would not go as well, with me down here. You need to have a bond with the person you're working with.
Oh, I absolutely believe that.
I concur, good sir. DM, I got a question.
Yep.
Is this something that I could potentially copy the ritual into my spellbook as he's doing it, because he's constantly doing the same thing over and over again?
You could, but you wouldn't be able to cast it in future because he had a particular ritual where his eyes were removed so that he could see what he was doing. So you could copy down the patterns he's doing so that if you were to get another magically blind person, you would be able to teach them how to do it. But
even if I had something like detect magic up, which would allow me to see everything?
It's a different kind of magic that you're seeing. So with detect magic, like you are seeing the spell and all of that facets. With the ritual that he's had done, he's quite literally looking into the ethereal plane.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, cool. I just there's a hint of, hey, this may be
Yeah,
the ability to
you can
tether magical crystals to something.
you can definitely copy down the pattern, and potentially with some research, maybe look into conforming it into some different way. But doing what he's doing right now would be impossible without also getting your eyes removed.
Okay. I'm gonna take 2 minutes with my special quill and have my book float out. Oh yeah, by the way, Heather, you see a very fancy book all of a sudden come out of mine. Blue bound and metal bound, all this stuff with red lined pages. It opens up to black pages with glowing writing on it, and my pen that I pull out from my hat that creates glowing lines into my thing as I copy it down. It only takes me 2 minutes.
Nice.
Well,
And the Triton.
actually,
Sorry, continue.
yeah. I just wanted to clarify what level ish would you classify this spell? Richard.
At this stage, it's probably one that you can't do yet. So it's a fairly high level spell. I'm still gonna let you copy down the movements because you are literally watching him do it, and you are capable of writing what you can see. But it will take research and time before you're capable of doing this as well.
Oh, using it, I absolutely know I can't use it at this point. It was mainly about copying it. Instead of it taking an hour per spell level, it only takes me 2 minutes per spell level.
Okay, so if let's say that you've been copying it the whole conversation then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just to say, like, to have, because I don't know.
That's fine. That's fine. This is a special magic. Special magic. Fine.
But the Triton does kind of glance over at you as your book comes out and is like, nice. And as he continues, because he can see your book.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Thank you, sir.
Ooh.
And I'll just continue doing this as I go. But so you're pulling magic into this and making it go faster.
Mm-hmm.
And it was clear, since I didn't steal your staff, which obviously has a major significance towards enacting this spell and helping you, at the very least, enact these spells.
I'm tethered to the ship through my staff, and my staff is, like, it's made from the same wood that the ship is made out of to make sure that there's a connection between the two. And it creates, like, a conduit between us. So if the staff is really kind of like, if I need to sleep, or if I need to eat, or I need to take a break, the staff holds my magic in place long enough that I can go and do those things, whilst not, like, stopping the power from happening. Whereas if it was just me doing all of these things, I would never be able to stop.
Knowing that, if they really wanted to, taking the staff would have been the single best thing to do if they really wanted to sabotage the ship.
Yes.
So,
I would have fought to the death to make sure that the staff stayed in the room. But
do
with
you
me,
have any enemies?
I don't have anyone except Merrick. Literally no one else knew I existed apart from a couple of people, and we were orphans before that. It was just the two of us. And you have nothing to apologize for. I picked this line of work. I volunteered for this ritual to happen. This is something that I chose in life. As long as I had Merrick, it was fine. But yeah, I am a perfect person for this because I don't have any connection anywhere else. If the ritual had gone wrong, it wouldn't have been an issue.
Do you mind me asking? Oh, sorry, Heather.
No, I was just sad.
You seem that way quite a lot.
Well, it's a sad story.
Othello,
A sad-
you said that.
A sad story that's being told by a jogging blind Triton who's just doing laps around this very small room.
Now I'm imagining him in a sweatsuit.
Yeah, going like this the whole time.
Yeah. Jogging sweatsuit.
Called formal speed walking.
If we have any artists in the
Jazzercise.
chat, Jazzercise, eyeless Triton, holding a staff, please.
I'm so sorry for that mental image.
That is not something to apologize for.
Absolutely not.
Othello, you said you volunteered for this. What prompted you to undertake such an intensive process?
I've been with this ship for a very long time, as has Merrick. And we together have been sailing for practically all of our lives. I don't see my life anywhere else other than sailing the skies. So I knew that if there was an opportunity to dedicate my life to something like that, that was okay. The captain of the ship at the time was also a very good friend of ours. So when this experimentation came about, we had been discussing it for a while before it happened. But we knew that we wanted to be here. And we were happy to commit to making sure that people could enjoy the open air as much as we did. I can't see the views anymore, but I still feel the wind on my face when I go upstairs.
That's quite beautiful. And I know that Merrick cares for you very deeply. It was lovely to chat with him. He's quite a delight. I'm glad you two have each other.
He's wonderful. And I'm glad that the universe aligned in a way that made it so that we were together. I feel like this word has a lot of romanticism attached to it, but it is the only word to describe it. He is my soulmate.
Aww. That's so cute.
Thank you. I don't mean it in a romantic sense, but but he is my other half. And I'm sure you've seen it in him as well. Whilst he did not have a ritual performed on him, my change has manifested in him as well.
That's what happens when there's deep love and care in a relationship, romantic, platonic, or otherwise. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
We love each other. We are one of in two. We are one person in two. And I'm very glad that they went after me instead of him, because I don't think that I would have been able to handle him getting hurt. in the way that he did when I got hurt. I would have crashed the ship. He managed to keep us going.
His work is quite admirable, and even more so as I better understand the deep love and friendship between the two of you.
Well,
I know he's quite concerned for you, and I'm glad that we made a connection.
I'm glad to have met you all as well, even if one of you decided to stand in front of me as I'm doing my laps.
It's science.
It's for science, okay. Cool. It doesn't.
Oh, science! Jaina worships that deity as well.
The deity of science. Rom bum ba. E equals MC squared. That's your god.
What's science?
Scientology.
Oh no.
No, it's officially been ruined. Officially been ruined. You named it. It was just for science.
I live quite close.
I do not need a picture of the Scientology building. I thank you for that, though.
It's funny because I live like a mile from a Scientology tree.
It's the 80s song. He blinded me with science. Because he's blind.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Take a chaos die. I have no authority to give it, but take one anyway.
You know what? I will authorize that giving of a chaos die.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Oh snap. That's it.
Okay,
Amalia's peaked. She peaked.
I
right
never
there.
thought that my random love of obscure 80s music would help me in D&D, but here we are.
Hey, there's nothing but oh, don't start that one. Don't start the D&D one. Hey, 80s music it was all about in the beginning of D&D. I mean, it's when it all started.
This is true. So, do you have anything else you want to ask Othello?
Do you feel the kitchen staff is adequate protection? Do you think they'll be all right?
If, and this is really something that everyone should take on board. If you do not trust the people who are making your food with your life, you shouldn't be eating at their bar. So, I trust them with my life. So,
That is very good life advice.
Also, never mess with the people who cook you your food.
very true.
Oh, indeed. Oh, I've seen that play out quite poorly.
That's why I tip.
Othello, you said that the staff can still, it retains the magic and can perform the ritual even when you step away.
For a time, but it is slower. It's the runes make it hold on. So the runes happen in a pattern. It doesn't matter the space between the patterns, as long as the pattern is complete. For example, the fact that I'm going faster and doing the patterns quicker means that the ship is going to go quicker. If I leave a big break between part of the pattern, the ship will slow down. But it's not an issue because the pattern is still in effect. So, unless the only thing that really stops their pattern is if the staff is broken or leaves the room. So, for example, when we dock, I take the staff with me. And the ship comes to rest.
Lovely. And do you just take it with you always?
Yeah, Well, obviously, if I need to leave here, as in, like, while we're in the air, if I need to go upstairs or something, I leave it in the room. But it's my version of the helm. So Merrick never leaves the helm because he needs to steer it. But if he were to step away to go and eat lunch, it's not going to suddenly fall off a cliff. Or fall onto a cliff, I suppose. It is capable of maintaining what it's left as, but if you don't come back to it at some stage, something's probably going to go wrong, because ships don't go on straight paths, they have to adapt to the environment.
Absolutely. You mentioned food. Have you had anything to eat? Can we bring you anything?
I'm fine. Every time they switch, whoever's outside, they bring me food. So.
Lovely. And please, I do implore you to rest soon, before we reach dock.
I will think about it, but I would prefer to reach land, or dock, or where are we going again? No one ever tells me where we're going. They just give me times.
We're going to Orvesta.
Orvesta, right. Oh, of course. They changed course. That's why Merrick was complaining. The island changed course. Which it has actually cut down on our trip. Apparently there was a magic cloud that, if they'd flown through it, would have killed a lot of their power, so.
Oh.
Some magic clouds are good. We harvest those, but sometimes they're just bad. But yeah, so they're actually coming towards us now, I believe. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I implore you to rest. At least
right.
a little bit.
I will sit down for 5 minutes at some stage.
A little longer than 5 minutes, please.
I will
as long
take.
As you're here and the ship's there.
I will take.
Just, I don't want you to further injure yourself.
I will take 2 5-minute breaks.
Can I bargain you up to 3?
If you find out who tried to murder me, yes.
It was a
So I think that warrants a much larger reward, good sir.
It was a toll.
If you find out who tried to murder me, I will retire.
I am.
I'm planning on retiring anyway. I don't want to be aboard the ship with the captain that we have, but...
Speaking of, when was the new captain installed? You said you were friends with the original captain of this vessel.
A couple of years ago?
Maybe the new captain tried to kill you.
I feel like he would have done that much sooner. Harpin,
maybe.
You raised your hand, I saw you. What were you trying to say?
I would like to ask him,
Darn it.
I understand that due to the ritual, you do not have sight like normal folk.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even for 1 second believe that you don't have some sort of sight.
Well, I can see magic.
Did you see anything identifying through that special sight of your attacker?
I saw the knife that he stabbed with. Well, I presume I don't know. I'm presuming it's a he because they seemed strong and stabby, but that's very reductive of me. I can see magic. Like, for example, we've got some ASMRs in the room. I can see their wings. Your magic book. I can see your magic book. Any magical items that you have on you, I can see them. I can see all of the magic that is currently running through the ship. I cannot see the ship. So, for example, if I look upwards, I can see the kitchen's self-cleaning dishes sink. And then I look up further and I can see the extending corridor that we have for our rooms. I cannot see the wooden planks between us and there. I cannot see the people who are on those levels, but I can see any magical items that they may have.
And the dagger was left behind.
I can see anything that lives within the realm of magic, I can see.
And the only magical thing was the knife that stabbed you, which was left.
Yes. But it was not left behind. They came back and collected it.
I don't suppose you can identify where that knife is right now.
He tips his head back and looks up.
I'm
Well,
gonna track his eyesight.
If it's still on board, it's probably in a lead box right now. 'Cause I can't see it. Because I rolled an 11.
Oh.
on the very
I
bottom.
will give my chaos dice to this. I will give my chaos dice to this.
I will take your chaos dice. And I will roll a 1 with it.
What? Oh my god!
No, I'm joking, I rolled a 6. So, what does that put me up to, a 17?
Yep.
There seems to be some residue from it, in the staff locker room quarters, and hold on a second. Oh, I saw. No, it's. I think you guys may want to go and check on the people who live in the terrace area. I think someone just got stabbed.
Oh, wait. What happens when you look down?
I see open air. And magic.
Isn't that... What if you were afraid of heights?
I live on a flying ship. I see nothingness is what I actually see. I don't see air.
The terrace area, can you tell where?
The end one, so the largest one.
Yeah.
What? Which way is the knife going? Because, I mean, if they've already been stabbed, it's not like we can do anything, but we could maybe follow the direction of the knife. Because they probably have the knife with them.
I don't think so, because the knife's just staying. Oh, no. Nope. They did the same thing they did with me. They teleported out. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? You might want to go find out who just got stabbed, guys.
I think it'd be smarter to find the knife and just find the murderer so we can stop the murders. I'm sure some...
I'm so sorry.
Hold on.
I must go and check on them. Remy, Heather, is it possible for you to see, go after the... I'm so sorry. And she just
Go.
Take
Go.
off.
I will take care of it.
Running up the stairs.
Go.
Head to the staff quarters if you can. There's some residue there that might help lead the way.
We actually have somebody lead going that way.
Oh, great. I hope
Alrighty.
they haven't been murdered. Sorry, that was morbid. There.
You haven't been murdered, Jada.
Unless she's the murderer.
I can't see it anymore. I can't see the knife.
Oh.
You said they teleported.
Well, they did something akin to a teleport, yeah. I saw the magic burst. I didn't see them, but I saw it explode. And they got the knife, and they went through it. Well, I presume they went through it, because I can't see the knife anymore. The knife went through it.
You said that these, residue
Like
in the staff quarters?
drippings of the curse, yes.
That's not where the staff's lockers are they? Is it?
Yes, it is.
Alright. We have a colleague up there already. We'll go meet up with her.
Great.
Give her the news. Would I be able to see this residue clearly if I were to detect magic in my own arcane way?
Not from where you are, but when we get up there,
No,
you might.
no. Up there, yes.
Yes, you should be able to. It is, Jaina's already seen it, so it is, obvious to, fucking hell. It is obvious to the open eye.
Alright.
But, what we're gonna do is we're gonna follow Eleanor. As she runs upstairs. And as soon as you get to the terrace level, there is a large kerfuffle happening at the end of the corridor as you see the doors into the terrace apartment swung wide open and people running in and out. You see the doctor come up, and you see
The doctor.
the ship doctor. Not, I've forgotten her name, but not the one that came and
The
helped.
doctor.
Not the surgeon, yeah.
Do I see the surgeon around anywhere?
You do see her standing off to the side, with a guard standing next to her. The queen is also with her.
Oh. Okay. Is there anything else I see, or just kerfuffle chaos?
Roll me an, investigation.
You've been so good to me today. Keep going. I believe in you. Investigation?
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Not from where you're standing, you'd have to go closer.
I run up to my friend whose name I have forgotten, because I can't find my notes.
That's all good. I can't remember her either, so we're just gonna call her the surgeon. So, she looks over at you and is like, so, another one?
It
Fuck.
would seem, are you all right? Your Highness. And she, like,
Her mother
remember,
is clearly...
bows to the queen.
Her mother is clearly in shock and, like, non-responsive. She kind of looks like, don't... my brother was the target of this one.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm not allowed to do anything. The ship doctor obviously can't. So we're just keeping him stable at the moment. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. This one seemed more vicious. Have you learnt anything?
We've spent the morning investigating. We've more evidence now, and a little help from our friend. But some leads we're pursuing, but nothing worth telling yet. Anything from your end? This seems catastrophic.
If he dies, I'm next in line to the throne. And that's... She kind of glances at her mother and then back at you and is like, a turn of events we wish to avoid.
Yes. I recall. And they won't let you do anything.
I cannot go near in case the person comes back. I'm not allowed to do anything. If I were to try, I would be arrested. So...
I'm sorry.
It is what it is. As a royal, I need to be safe. I don't recognize the person.
You saw them?
I saw them for a moment when they came back for their dagger. They looked orc. But not quite. Like, they had orc features, but they seemed dazed. I say this as someone who doesn't spend a lot of time around orcs, but normally, as I've been told and as I've researched, generally they're quite ferocious when they're attacking. While the attack itself was quite ferocious, the person who came for the dagger did not seem there.
Do you think that the person wielding the dagger might not have been themselves?
Potentially, yes. Which makes me worry more, because then we have a magic user who's able to manipulate people and cast teleports at the same time. Oh, which means we're probably dealing with more than one mage.
I hate to be insensitive, but the knife, did you get a look at it?
Barely. I had heard... My mother had been sleeping. My brother had been here. I came out of my room to see him on the floor and the teleport going. So, and some guards come up to, your group and kind of just... My lady the queen. My lady princess. You are the successor now.
Ooh.
The multitude overpowered our healers. And the mother immediately bursts into tears, and you see your friend just kind of take a step back and sink into herself a little bit. Right. Right. Elnora. I'm trusting you to find anything. Somewhere for our people to look. Because I cannot let them go to investigate right now because they will not leave our sides. This could lead to an international incident, so I do ask that you tread carefully.
Understood. And I'm sorry.
It is not my sorrow we worry for today. I'm glad that our friend is alright, and that at least something could be salvaged of the ship. I would ask as well that he be brought to us, or at least let him know that I wish to see him after we have docked. If we get that far. And you can hear a kind of hysterical note in her voice. Just anything. Anything. I thank you for... Thank you.
Of course.
Now, we have a crime scene to clean up, and you have friends to get back to, and a mission to complete. I wish you luck.
And I wish you luck.
Yes. We've both got a journey ahead of us.
That we do.
Right.
And I'm sorry, and I will do what I can.
I hope.
And if you need anything else,
I hope one day I will be able to greet you again as an equal. But for now, that privilege is gone for me. So, instead, remember the conversations that we had outside of all of this. At least some part of me will be salvaged. And she nods at you and turns and follows a guard who is taking her to be locked down.
be well, my friend. And I turn and head back.
All good?
Actually, first, I linger just a little bit to see if there's any clues.
Mm-hmm. Roll an
Like-
investigation check for me.
And that worked really well last time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 12! That is better than last time. Oh, I've got chaos die. I'll
You
use
do
one
have
of those.
chaos die.
In fact, I'll use my chaotic chaos die that is made of non...
Very interesting.
There. Oh no! It wanted to fall off the table. 3, so that's 15.
You see in the room the same bit of fabric that had been left at the last crime scene.
Oh. Oh no. Huh.
So you don't know, you the character don't know that Satana's locker was empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But since we're mentioning Satana's locker, up we go upstairs where there is no royal murder happening. Jaina, you hear them before you hear Heather or Remy. Where did she go? Did you hide her? Did you hide her? Just stop, alright? I'm sure we'll be taken to her. We're following the cat one and the new one, and it'll be fine. If you did something and she's chosen without my guidance, we will be having words. And with that, Remy and Heather, you guys get to the staff quarters, the staff locker area. Are you going in?
Yeah. What exactly are we looking for?
So, before they go in, Jaina is going to hop inside the red locker and shut the door.
Well, okay. Continue as you were with your scene.
The leaking thing?
We are looking for something that has a residue left. It may be. Maybe you may need to see it magically. Maybe it might leave some sort of actual residue to the naked eye. We just need to take a look around and see if we can find anything. See if we can find anything unusual that looks out of place.
Irish. From behind you, you hear a voice. And what exactly do you think you're doing? Going into my staff quarters?
We're looking for residue because someone was murdered. I slipped into cat there. Oh my gosh.
Breaking the
Oh.
the universes here. You turn around. You see the captain behind you guys.
We're just going to find the residue because someone died.
No one's died, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, then you're not aware. Someone died.
The captain looks at you, Remy. Care to elaborate on what accent am I doing right now? It's certainly not Irish.
No,
Care to
it isn't.
elaborate on what exactly she's talking about?
Due to we have reason to believe that there has been another attack based off of what our friend downstairs had to share information wise with us.
You don't have to continue with this subterfuge language. Just say his name. I know who you're talking about. There's no one else here.
Out of character, I'm forgetting his damn name.
Othello.
What? How about you?
I was gonna butcher it. That's why I was gonna be like.
Know that you know his name, so we know you know you're talking about the same person. Like a secret, and we're good at keeping secrets. So you say.
Who the fuck is this?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the captain of this ship.
And I'm a passenger on this ship. Shouldn't the customer own right?
No, they shouldn't. In fact, they very rarely are. Going a bit Scottish, but I will.
Make a bet then.
No.
Why not? Someone's dead.
Why would I want to make a bet when someone's died? I've gone Scottish. It's fucking shit.
And we're just trying to help. We've been hired to help.
Have you now?
Guy downstairs, yeah.
He hired you.
Well, he's not paying us, but he was help. And now we are, I guess.
Right. So why do you want to get into my staff's locker room then?
Because there's murder weapon residue there, right? That's right, Remy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what you're
Alright,
telling
I'll tell
me is that you've got some information from a man that doesn't exist.
No, he exists.
Stop
I thought we
talking.
were
Stop talking.
disengaging.
Thank you both.
I don't have to listen to
Let
you.
let me finish my sentence. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
So, you've got some information from a man that doesn't exist. Telling you that there's residue of a weapon in my staff's quarters where all of their valuables are, and you expect me to just let you go in there.
You can come with us.
I
He used his no eyeballs magic sight to tell us where
I
the
see
dag,
I see this again. He's a man that doesn't exist.
and yet you know he exists.
I do, but the rest of the ship doesn't.
But we do.
But you all
Captain, didn't you just tell me to get rid of subterfuge and just call him by his name?
what I'm
Didn't you
suggesting
just say
What
that?
I'm suggesting is that if I let you go in there and you're actually all in on the plot to kill my man that doesn't exist, it might actually be the fact that you're stealing evidence that you've stored in there.
What? Why would we want to kill him?
To ruin my reputation.
I just don't. I'm. Why?
I care nothing for your
You wanna
reputation,
look
and
like
if you don't believe us,
someone's
go ask
reputation?
Othello yourself. He told us this information. We wouldn't have known this without him.
Do I look like a reputation?
I don't know who the fuck you are. Jaina, from outside, you are hearing this conversation. You also hear a little voice go, "Step the fuck back from her, you bitch! I'll fight you! Yeah!"
Dana's just gonna try and find a way to try and wedge the locker shut so it can't be opened from the outside. She's just holding it in place in preparation.
My God.
Listen, she does not want to be found, okay? She's relished freedom for the first time in years and she wants to hold on to it as long as she can. You don't understand.
I don't know what it's like.
I like that you think a door would stop them, but okay.
Those are hard. In
I mean, they don't
D&D,
know she's on the other side of the door. Why would they look inside a locker for her?
Because
Why?
it's the specific locker that stuff is in.
oh no.
Yes.
Okay, so, back to the conversation at hand. I'll allow one of you to go in there with me, and I'll keep an eye on you.
But what about the one who's in the hallway then? If we're really bad people, then wouldn't the other one of us just go running? Just saying, there's a flaw in your plan.
Only one of you is going in, because I can keep an eye on only one of you, and if you try to steal any of the stuff, I can just stop you then. It's not 2 against 1.
What if one person goes in and you watch them, and then we can just hold hands, and that way you know where the other person is?
I'm not really the holding hands type.
I'm just saying, your plan is flawed. You're letting one person get away if we're apparently bad people, and then you're staying with the one. If there's obviously more people in our group, the one who you're letting just stay in the hallway would run away and go get help or disappear because the bad guys are teleporting, and that's how they're disappearing. So I really think you should just agree to hold my hand and let my friend Remy here do his magic looking for the residue thing.
Hold on while I message you real quick
Careful,
about
maybe
some
that-
boundaries that I might be pushing.
I don't care if her name isn't Heather. I love this character. Only because she's the
I
perfect character
adore
to
them.
push every button on this captain's.
Just
Oh
hold
my-
my hand. It'll be fine.
Oh,
What
I
are you
love
worried
it.
about?
My cheeks hurt right now. I'm smiling so much from this. My cheeks hurt. It's so
This
great.
is
I love it.
delightful.
I
So,
love it.
I don't think holding hands is close enough for me to feel like you couldn't reach out and pilfer something without my notice. So I will hold you, but I'll hold you around the waist and keep you nice and close.
Okay, but I have a confession. No one's ever held me around the waist before because the two people I had crushes on, my brothers kind of kissed them. So romantic relationships have not. They were trying to help me. It was like a really nice gesture.
I'm not trying to get into your pants, if that's
No,
what you're
I'm
suggesting.
just this is the first time someone's put their arm around my waist, so try not to ruin this memory for me.
I'm not taking particular care with this situation.
Oh. Well, I guess this is all part of the adventure. Go ahead.
And he very firmly...
Oh.
What?
Doesn't count, right?
Doesn't count for what?
Well, the first time someone's put their arm around my waist. If anyone ever asks me, I'm gonna have to explain this situation.
Look, if you're not okay with it, I'll hold the fucking cat.
No, it's fine. No, it's the cat. What?
Your
Oh.
companion?
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I got. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You sure
I'm
about
just-
that?
I'm just a little shy. That's all.
Just to be clear, I did message Ari before this, and it was consented to. I just want people to be aware that the holding was consensual. Anyway, look. If you're uncomfortable with someone having their arm around your waist, I can hold the cat and you can do the investigation that needs doing. How about that?
No, I'm not uncomfortable. Hold away.
Right. Unbeknownst to you, a tiny little creature has gently held your waist so that the first time you get your waist held is not by this creepy man.
Yes.
And he's like, and he just quietly says, I know I didn't ask, but I figured this would be better. And you can roll a perception check for me to see if you feel the touch.
My boy. My boy.
Well,
9.
this is cat.
You feel... You don't feel like a tiny creature holding you, but you kind of think like the ghost that was stealing your food earlier might be around.
Oh my gosh, we're friends.
So as you notice this, the captain leans forward and kind of scoops you. I don't know how to demonstrate this on camera, but oh no, camera, fucking, like firm arm around your back and kind of pulls you in so that your chest is kind of resting on his hip side. So it's not a like warm embrace kind of position. It is just I am keeping you right next to me.
There's in a complete blush.
Okay, cool.
Have complete blush.
I still want to cast message and say something to her, but I don't want to freak her out.
No,
So, because she doesn't know I can do that.
You can.
She doesn't know I can do that. I don't want to freak her out.
So you don't think Remy would do that?
No, that's my thing. That's
Oh.
Remy. He does not. She does not know he has that capability, and because it's not an emergency situation, he isn't going to do it.
Fair.
However, while that dialogue was happening between the two of them, and that whole situation, Remy enjoying it from one part of his brain. The other part, however, is going to turn glances towards the room, and as a cantrip, I'm gonna like turn and cast a message towards the room.
Okay. So are you
Jaina.
aiming for Jaina? Yeah.
Yes. Jaina, don't be alarmed. It's me, Remy.
Hang on. Jaina, don't be alarmed. It's me, Remy. Okay.
Are you still in the room?
I'm in the locker. Don't tell them I'm here.
I cast it again real quick. Which locker?
The red one.
Okay. All right. That's I turn. Are we prepared to go in now?
I'm fine.
Dandy.
How tall is this?
Proceed. Open doors.
He's maybe 5'11", but he's holding himself like he's 6'1".
Ugh, disgusting. Heather just like looks up at him and just goes, "You have a very strong hold, strong arms."
That's the idea. Shall we? And without kind of letting you respond, he walks in and takes you with him. So you're still able to walk in this position?
This is just saying it would have been easy to walk in if we were holding hands.
And you would have had further grip. So I'm gonna keep you close.
Why good at that?
Catman, you are investigating. Do your investigating. I'm really glad you all hate this character. I'm really glad.
If I find out it's him, I'm gonna enjoy cutting
So
it.
angry with him.
And by the way, at his comments to her and was that's the idea. I'm just like, I cringed at that. I was like, oh,
yeah,
God. I'm not even the one being touched. Ugh.
He's an
All
ick
right.
of a person.
Yes. Yes.
Heather's whispering under her breath, "It's an adventure. It's an adventure. It's
sweet girl.
Oh, I'm
an
gonna tell her as soon as this, and I'm gonna say directly to her what I wanted to message her.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna say it to her.
So, you go into the room. Roll an investigation for me. With advantage, because you know what you're looking for.
Thank God. Oh, RNG, Jesus up there. Please don't mess with me on this. Oh, come on. God dang it.
What did you roll? What
13.
13. You know what? You can have the chaos die that you gave me back.
Wow. The pity is real.
Yeah. It was a pity dice in the beginning, and it's a pity dice now.
It was a pity dice, and now it's being thrown back at me. And I'm going to use it, damn it. God freaking, this sucks.
while this is happening, can Heather just look at him and just go, I would like to rage?
I wish I could do that. I rolled a 1 on that pity chaos dice.
If
That's
I
a
could, I would
14.
let you.
I'd rage
That's
so hard.
true. Did everyone
God.
use the chaos die that Jedi gave them? Or Dre gave
Yes,
them?
Remy
Jedi?
has already used his.
3
So,
with an additional pity on one of them.
so how much was that?
14 entirely.
14 entirely. Okay. So,
If I threw in a detect magic in that, would that have helped?
because you know what you're looking for, you see
Okay.
it, and it's visible to the naked eye. You do see the droplets
Okay.
leading to the red locker.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It
'Cause
would be the yeah, of course.
It was leading there. Yeah.
It is.
What would you like to do?
I look around, but I side glance over at that red locker, clearly looking at Jaina, who is seeing through the locker.
Yeah, and Jaina, you can see them. There's a little grate in the locker. You can see. And you know what? I'm gonna roll for you, darling, to see if they see you.
I have a DM.
Roll me a
Yeah,
stealth. But yes, tell me your DM question.
Can I create mind link with me and the guy?
Tell me about Mind Link. Tell me how it works.
No, you did not. You did not. We
Well,
can't
you can't
see
see
anything.
it, but that's a nat 20.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Oh,
It's good because I rolled a 11 and a 9.
As she breaks her camera.
They don't spot you.
Question, DM.
Yes.
I wanted to do this before she made her stealth roll,
Mhm.
but can you give me a real quick what is the overall room shape? Is there any point where there's a blind spot to
Yes.
the red locker from
To the red locker, no.
from
So
another point in the room?
it's a square with
Okay.
lockers lining all of the walls, and then in the center there is a block of more lockers. The block of more lockers is where the red locker is. So it is currently facing you, but if you were to go around the other side, you would have a blind spot.
Okay, cool. I want to lead us around, having the two of them, the captain and Heather following,
Mm-hmm.
as I lead around to the opposite end, giving the biggest blind spot essentially
Mm-hmm.
away and farthest point away from the red locker. As we are walking to that point, I cast message and whisper under my breath to Jaina, get out of the red locker and get out of the room now, as I reach the furthest point away with the captain in tow.
Lovely. Before we do that, Heather, what's the mind link? Describe the mind link to me.
It says when you're using mind link to speak telepathically to a creature, you can use your action to give that creature the ability to speak telepathically with you for 1 hour or until you end this effect as an action. To use this ability, the creature must be able to see you and must be within 50 feet. You can give this ability to only one creature at a time. Giving it to a creature takes it away from another creature who has it.
So they don't have to be willing, is what I'm hearing.
No.
So you're fine to create a mind link with the captain.
Cool. I just start talking to him.
What are you saying in this guy's head? Also, Jaina, roll stealth with advantage.
We can't take her natural 20. This is why I wanted to.
I
Why-
I it was the wrong idea here. Someone has died.
That's an 8 with advantage.
I'm just
Um,
gonna take the natural 20 because I like that better.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
It
also
doesn't
because
exist.
I'm nice.
Told us, so he almost died, so I don't see why you don't believe that someone else died when there's clearly a murderer on this ship. You know, I saw them. I was sitting down and they threw a cloak on me. They thought I was just like a coat rack, which kind of speaks to how I just kind of blend in, which is also kind of sad because that kind of happened when I was at home. But I really
You
think you have
are so annoying. Hang on. I've lost the Irish. Irish. You are so annoying that I can hear you in my head. Can you shut the fuck up?
I really can't stop thinking, and I'm just directing my thoughts towards you.
Well, I'd love if you
So-
stopped doing that.
I would really love if you believed us, because we're only trying to make sure everyone gets home safely.
So you can hear his thoughts, yeah? Or is it specifically the communications?
It's just speaking with
Okay,
telepathy.
okay. So you wouldn't hear anything in particular.
Right.
Okay. Fuck off out of my head. You creepy little girl.
I'm not little. And
You're
I'm
pretty short though.
just because I'm short doesn't mean I'm little.
No one's ever put their arm around your waist before and you're telling me you're not little.
Well, that wasn't my fault. It could have happened, but it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Now you're gonna make me cry. Do you want to make someone cry?
I don't care.
You're heartless. This is why you don't care that you don't care you're gonna make someone cry. You don't care that someone's dead. You don't care that someone else
He
almost died.
raises his finger and puts it in front of your lips. Shush.
Oh. Face all red all over again.
He's not touching your lips, I should specify. He's just got it in front of them.
I know, but she's like, oh.
Shush. I'm not intending to make you cry. That's not what I'm... Ooh, I got a Chaos Die. Why would you give that to the evil character right now? I don't know. So... I don't care about your life. I'm making sure you don't steal any stuff. I barely want to touch you as is. I'm only doing this because you insisted that you both had to come in here. If by some miracle, trigger warning, I'm about to be really mean. If you need me to stop, I will. Ari, do you need me
You're
to
good.
stop? Okay,
No,
I
you're
just need to check. If by some miracle someone wants to touch you one day, they're not going to want to after you keep fucking talking.
Leandris is gonna kick his butt.
Yeah.
I would like to rage.
Oh, I'm sure you would. And he lets you go. And walks out.
Punch him in the face.
Roll an attack.
Okay.
It's a rage bonus.
15.
15, what's his AC? I haven't made a character sheet for it. I'm gonna roll a dice and we're gonna determine what his AC is right now. 15, you said?
Yeet.
I rolled a 13 and a 14, so we're going with 14. So, yeah, you land. You hit. Please
Yeah.
roll damage for an unarmed strike.
I think it's just 4 points of damage. At least that's what D&D Beyond tells me. It just says
Yeah.
bludgeoning.
It's
I add-
1 plus your strength. It's 1 plus strength.
Yeah, so that'd be 4 because I have a +3 to strength.
That's right.
Are you? Where are you hitting him?
In the eye.
Okay. His head kind of snaps back, and he goes, "What the fuck? You're going to pay for that. Not right now, but I'll think of something. Don't you?" And like his nose has started to bleed, and you can already see that his eye is kind of. What?
I punch him again while he starts talking.
Yes, you can. And remember that your god gave you advantage earlier.
Cute.
When because you said that it was a blessing, so he said you could have advantage, or she, or whoever they are.
So that was a 4 and a 5. And I have so it'd be 11 or a 10.
Okay, so he grabs your wrist as you try to punch him again and kind of ducks out of the way. It's like, oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? No. You're going to pay for this, and your whole little crew is going down with you. And he exits. Jaina will have got out by then. And Remy, you are now left in a room with Heather, and Jaina's somewhere outside.
Can we find
And
the red?
Remy is just clapping. That
I mean,
was
Be able to
excellent.
raid. My brothers taught me how to beat up bullies, so
Right you are, Miss Heather. Right you are.
I just wish I could have raged.
I was hoping you were going to. I really was.
I'll add
He's
it
a
to the
bastard in every sense of the word.
list. She takes out her notebook and starts writing.
Mhm.
Find the stuff.
I already have. I just needed to lead him away so he didn't find Miss Jane.
Jaina,
Jane.
speaking of, you see the captain walk out in a large huff.
She's just down the hall, just standing there.
And he spots you as, like, he's walking. It's like, you're one of them, aren't you? You were one of the ones that fell down the stairs, I remember now. No, hang on, did you meet him before?
Actually,
No, that was Remy that fell down the stairs at the captain's bit. You didn't meet him.
I don't remember meeting him. No,
Okay.
I think I was down the mid quarters.
Yeah, oh, you fell
Yeah.
down a different set of stairs. Right, cool.
I did. Like, wow, news gets around.
When the first drop happened, both you and Jaina fell down some stairs.
Correct.
Because
I remember
different stairs.
saving.
what?
Oh, the first time I did
Yeah,
it.
the first time.
I did it.
He kind of looks at you and is like, sorry, unable to help customers today. I may be able to get back to you some other time. And he immediately turns and walks up the stairs to his quarters. Are you heading back into that room?
No, she's going to watch him go away and she'll call out, "Don't take too long."
Right. Anyway, and he keeps walking.
And she's like, ooh. And then she will just wait because she doesn't want to get caught.
Okay, fair enough. Remy and Heather, what are you doing?
I go to the red locker and go confirm
She's not in there.
what. Good.
Roll, Heather, roll perception with advantage, please.
Advantage?
Mm-hmm.
That's That's a natural 20 plus 1.
You feel tiny arms hugging the side of your neck and face.
Hugging?
Hugging, yeah.
I
Yeah, so it's like here, so it'll be like that.
kind of like pat. Thank you. You know, if you won't, you should follow the mean guy and just like pull his hair and mess with him.
You don't hear this, but Leandra says, "Consider it done." And zooms off.
Oh gosh, now he sees me.
Jaina, you
Yep.
see a very speedily flying Leandris spot you and goes, "Not now, Jaina!" And then flies up the stairs. And shortly after, Danica flies out and comes and rests on your shoulder.
Hi, Danica. It's so nice to see you.
Thanks.
How are you?
Yeah, tired.
You.
Danica's been hugging the new person. Danica.
You're Danica.
Leandris has been hugging the new person.
Oh?
He doesn't really take to new people much.
No, he doesn't. Do you think he likes her?
Well, he stole food from her plate, and she asked him not to, and then he gave her more food for the food that he stole. So, maybe.
So she's aware of his existence.
Kind of. I think she thinks he's a ghost.
I mean, kind of is, if you think about it.
But also, we're not. But yeah, I guess.
Close enough.
Um,
You know, sometimes I think that you have, you might have, like, hypothyroidism. You might want to get that checked out.
We've been with you for years,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing we've done has convinced you one way or the other. I'm just tired. I can't be bothered. Like, I know that I'm supposed to, and, like, uphold tradition and all of that, but I haven't. This doesn't feel like a holy journey. It just feels like we're trying to chat up one person. Maybe I'm having a crisis of faith. I don't know.
You've been following me around since I was a baby.
You were a good baby.
You two kept me entertained a lot. So the nanny was very thankful.
You're going.
Shit. Oh,
You're a good adult. And you're going to be a good doctor. Whether that's following us or them or no one. I know that I'm supposed to be trying to lead you down a particular path, but I just want to sleep.
Well, I'll tell you what, Zeneca. If you stop trying to quote unquote be an advocate, we could just be friends.
I'll think about it. I'm still supposed to be doing a job. But for now, your boot looks warm. I'm gonna sleep. And she floats down into your boot. Back to Heather and Remy. Eleonora. First, sorry. Where were you going after, leaving the quarters of the Queen?
That's a great question. I was full on like popcorn enjoying this. I forgot that I was involved. She would think about returning to people, but she's gonna go back to her quarters because she needs like that was she's gonna go back to the room.
You want to continue watching is what I'm hearing.
Well, she would probably check in with
Shadow.
Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And just like she still feels the need to keep it together around everyone else. and she does. I don't think she has the emotional bandwidth.
So she
For
needs
that.
to vent it all out, which is good.
Yeah.
So you do that, and we're not going to play that out because I can't do Shadow's voice. But we know where you are now. But Heather and Remy, what are you guys doing?
Are we good to go now? Do-
DM, I've confirmed essentially the same stuff,
Hold on.
right?
What?
I've confirmed the same stuff, right? For
Yes. So you've confirmed that. Did I get you to roll investigation?
yeah, I gave you the 14.
Oh, I just completely missed that. I apologize. Yes. So aside from the little satchel with the note from his mum and his other bric-a-brac, there is nothing in Zatanna's locker. You even test you even test the back wall and the ground, and like nothing shifts or anything, so it is just empty.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. He said everything was put in there, correct?
Yes, he said that.
Now that has the sign of suspicion to me. I think we're gonna need to have a word with Zatanna. Again. He may be innocent, he may not be. He may be the man that's smoking with it.
Gray, is that your naming of the captain? Or is that a different thing that's going on?
Can we not have this captain of all captains have what this might be a nice, cool, badass captain name and ship name, because this guy's a dick and doesn't deserve a good name.
I feel like I gave him a name, but that's okay.
You did.
Okay, a different one. Okay. Send that to the Rulis Legacy chat, and I will pin that. But that is an awesome name.
And since we're done with the investigation and the captain is no longer there and no one else is there, I turn to Miss Heather. Miss Heather, I wanted to say this earlier, but I was going to use a method that I didn't want to spook you with. You see, I can, through arcane means, send messages to people, and it comes through them and almost sounds like it's in their head, almost like a whisper to their ear.
Why would that have scared me? Is it that
because you may not have known it was me doing it. You may have thought, "Oh, who's speaking to me?" Type situation.
It's happened before, so it would have been fine.
Oh, well.
I mean, you probably just said it. Hey, this is Remy.
Fair enough. But I lean in. Oh, this doesn't count. For holding your waist, this doesn't count.
Good.
Because he means less than nothing as a person.
Yeah, that's kind of why I punched him.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
I mean, I did. I don't think he did.
No, he didn't. That was half the fun.
Well, you should probably hope the ship goes quick, because I'd rather not be around him much more.
I think we've made enough friends amongst others in the crew to circumvent.
I mean, unless he's the one who's teleporting people and murdering them, since he really doesn't seem to care.
Is it bad that I wish it is, so that he's the one that we hunt? Is that terrible? I kind of hope it's him.
I know, but we should probably find the others.
You're probably right, Miss Heather. Let's go and head that way. And I actually, well, no, she's 5 foot. I'm 4 foot. Damn it.
What were you going to do?
Can't- I was going to hold out my elbow in a gentlemanly manner to escort her.
You
and try
can still
to-
do that.
It's having to go like this. Like
Yeah,
this.
she can reach down. Her arm would reach you. It's only a foot between you.
I'm 4 foot to the tip of my ears.
Oh.
It's okay.
You could hold out your hand. And
Yeah,
do
hold out
one
your
of the,
hand.
Like,
Miss Heather. Shall we?
Are we in hands?
I just wish to offer you an escort.
I've never had an escort before. Okay.
All right.
Somewhere out in the wide world, a ghost is now jealous.
He's currently fucking with the captain.
My boy.
Welcome.
So, you two exit the room, and you see Jaina at the end of the hall.
Ah, Lady Jaina.
Mr. Remy. And the lovely Heather.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you see the captain? Because he might try to hurt us all. He's kind of mad.
Yes.
at-
Apparently he doesn't know I'm with you folks, so we should probably keep it that way, because I don't want to be hurt. Also, few things. Found some residue in a trail leading to the locker. Thoroughly searched the locker. Did not have the cloth in there. But I did make a little bit of a drawing of what the other residue looks like, so we can kind of keep an eye out for this on the ship. See if maybe the weapon's been unsheathed in other parts that we're not aware of yet. At least that's what I'm thinking.
I think we should have another word with Salvatore.
Satana.
Satana.
Satan,
Salvador's last
but with
name.
an accent.
That
Should we?
Zatanna?
Satan with an accent. Satana.
Satana. And then
Did
an
we-
A thrown
Yeah, and
in.
then an A on the end.
Should we
What was
find
that,
Ele-
Heather?
we find Eleanor so we're all together?
I'm
Yes.
about this life. Where'd she go?
Don't know.
Well,
Went
she
after the
went-
murdered person.
I'm sorry, the what now?
yes, that's the part we need to enlighten you about.
Please
The
do,
little-
and quickly.
Someone was stabbed.
Someone
Stab
else has been attacked.
Again!
Just the second time.
Someone else has been attacked. That's all we know at this time.
Well, let's
And
go find them.
And they seem to be near the terrace, the largest terrace area,
Mm-hmm.
where potentially nobles or royals might be.
As you guys are chatting and moving out, you all hear a loud trumpeting kind of noise from the helm of the ship.
Is that his blasted speakerphone thing?
No, it is not. It is Merrick blowing into a trumpet thing to let you all know that land is visible. So, not this episode, but next episode, you will be reaching Orvesta. Which means that you've got a limited time to find out who did this, if you are going to at all.
And Othello could take a nap.
And Othello can take a nap, yes.
I'm so excited for him. Like he works too hard.
Oh my god. I love that you guys are like, these people need to be taken care of. For fuck's sake.
Well,
But-
with a captain like this, fuck yeah.
This captain is a
Jesus.
dick.
God.
So,
At my price for being like willing to take a contract on this man's life is going down shorter and slower and slower. It's just
So,
going down. It's getting low at this point.
are you guys going to look for Eleonora?
Yes.
Okay, lovely.
Mhm.
So you knew that she was heading to the terrace area.
Oh,
So,
we got a raid.
ooh, we've got a
Uh,
raid. Hello.
Hello, wonderful raid people.
Whoa, hello.
So, as I was saying, you guys make your way down to the terrace area, which is the floor between all of your rooms and the kitchen area. And you see a massive amount of guards and squires and all sorts of people running back and forth. Like, you don't actually know where these people came from. You don't remember ever seeing them on the ship, but they're here, and they're
Where?
in the level with the terraces. They seem to be standing guard at each of the doors and like doing a lot of searching and like investigationeering on this level. What would you guys like to do?
Wait,
Do
can
we
you
see Eleanor?
your magic and like message Eleonora and ask where she is?
Perception check for you first, dear Remy.
Me? Could I also I'm guessing it hasn't been an hour.
No,
and,
but you can move it if you want to.
My mind link, no, they have to be within 50 feet and I have to be able to see them.
Okay.
Can I just the captain another message?
You can't see him right now, but I suppose it's already linked. So, yes, you can send him another message. You're probably you might be a bit more than 50 feet, but I'll let you do it anyway because I'm nice.
Once we're already linked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, it just says to use this ability, the creature must be able to see you and must be within 50 feet. So I don't know if it's after.
It should say range elsewhere, but
It does not.
Anyway, doesn't matter. I'll let you do it.
Okay. You're an asshole. Someone is dead and we found them.
Fuck off, little girl.
Nobody's gonna wanna hold you either. Because you're mean.
You'd be surprised. Now get lost.
I mean, you can get lost too. That wouldn't be a bad thing.
I'll take the ship with me.
Okay.
You won't have a clue.
With uncomfortable chairs.
I don't have an uncomfortable chair.
I
Lovely.
cut it off.
I don't have a... So, 2? Oh, 20.
20.
Okay, I couldn't see the other hand.
Not natural, but I got a 20 finally.
You do not see Eleonora.
Alright.
But Squire recognizes you from when he had gone to the get food for his people, and kind of looks over at you as like, she left to the quarters earlier. If you're looking for your friend, yeah.
Thank you kindly, good squire.
I know
appreciate it.
I know what it means to lose people right now. Like, with everything going on, we want to know where people are. So, just, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly. And
What did you say, Heather?
Do you know where the captain is?
Upstairs?
He's a real asshole. Be careful.
Thanks, I don't work for him. And Remy, you said you were just turning around and leaving?
I was also gonna kind of point in direction. Range is 120 feet.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I know direction-wise.
Yeah, and you know where her room is, yeah. Cool.
Mhm.
Go right ahead. You are only a level below. You're only at level difference, so yeah.
Excellent. Well, we're gonna start making our way there and be like, Lady Eleonora, this is Remy. We are heading your way, and we have some news, and hoping you have some for us as well.
There is much to tell.
I do indeed think there is.
God, that was so beautifully ominous. The tone of your voice. There is much to tell. And with that lovely ominous note, I'm gonna end the episode there. Thank you, guys, girls, and otherwise labeled. I have been your DM, Flighto Chaos. If you're not already, come join the Discordy. The lovely Amelia has just posted a selection of links for you to go and peruse at your leisure. Yeah, I upload these episodes to YouTube at no particular regularity, so it'll be up there at some stage. We've also got a Patreon. Feel free to join the lowest level if you just want to throw us a support, and the other levels have other stuff. Or subscribe to the channel, because that's awesome too. Let's do our sign-offs. Remy, who are you?
Hi, everybody. I play Remy Hornwood, but I go by Keep On Harping on the internet. Frankly speaking, this is the only thing you can find me on right now, but Keep On Harping is my tag across all the different medias that you can find me at. And I pass it to Jaina.
Hello, I'm Jaina. I played Jaina tonight, and I'm a drop of beauty. You can find me on TikTok as that. Also Discord as either Nefeli or Yori. So I'll pass it over to Ariana.
Hey y'all, I'm Ariana Jackman. You can find me on basically all social media at Ariana Jessica 16, as well as on the Mayhem TikTok, which is in the midst of links that were posted. You can find me on the Discord at Stabby Queen, and amongst those links are 2 links of mine. I was currently part of the premiere cast of Mi Abuela Queen of Nightmares. They're off Broadway premiere, so there's a link to my brain just stopped. That's
the
cute.
YouTube and to merch.
And then the merch. YouTube and merch. Yep, those things. And there will be like more like Hamilton Disney Plus type recording coming soon. It's just currently being edited. So yeah, up to our lovely Amelia.
That's so exciting. Hello, all. I am Amelia Vance. I have been Lady Eleonora this evening. You can find me at Amada Beloved on Discord, and might have also seen me in the chat there. So, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here.
I would also like to do a shout out for the lovely Triss, who could not be with us tonight, but is normally here. One of the links in our lovely collection of links is to her audiobook that she voiced. It was Sunset Moonrise by, I can't remember the author's name, but it's awesome. So, anyway, that's it from us, unless there's anything else I need to spruik, which I don't think so. But, love you all, and I'll see you next week. Oh! You should watch our other games as well. Those are things that we want to promote as well. Friday, Erect Dune Rising. Friggin' awesome. If you can only ever watch one episode, watch the one on the 22nd. That's going to be great, because I'm going to be in it. So, we've also got Little Plant Gaming on Mondays, and we will have another game on Tuesdays, possibly direct to YouTube, but I'm not sure yet. We're going to see how that works. And we're also in the process of developing another game. Ooh! We'll see when that goes. But anyway, I'll see you all later. Bye!